in here that says go live. I'm stupid.
Big brain. Humongous.
Hello! Hello, everyone. I did not know that scheduled streams required me to press extra button, but welcome, welcome. Welcome, Smart Turkey. Welcome, Dinox Love, Joystick Plays, Andrix7, Cement Drinker, Aiden Gamer, Dolphin Pookie, and of course, the shark boy himself, Jay.
I am here.
Yes,
I used to be Makoto from Danganronpa, and now I'm Shark.
Yes, we can see his little shark icon, and we have appeared in the corner. You missed some scuffness because I hadn't pressed the go live button yet, or I had to alter this. But so yeah, we're about to do this again. 40, you can see right here, 40 Deltarune songs. Gonna be looking at, and that's like half of what we did in our first Undertale stream last year, which is very nice. Gonna be a bit of a shorter stream this time. Jay, are you dying?
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Or... Oh no, I'm not dying.
Okay.
I'm living.
I heard some robotic noise there for a second.
Okay, if you hear like noises, it's probably like people walking. Hopefully there's no like actual disruptions. I will mute if that's the case, but
Yeah, our boy is in college now. He's older than me, so he's in college. That's next year for me though. Oof.
Good luck next year.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get into... Well, actually, I shouldn't dox myself. We're live.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, but...
You're about to be like, I'm gonna go to this college, boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into a local college here. But yeah, alright. Welcome, Goldboy and Darcy. Yeah, we're gonna be starting this. We're gonna be analyzing the Deltarune-ness. We're gonna be starting off with the single song that made the fandom explode on its own.
Yeah.
Another hymn. Oh boy. So would you like to start us off, Jay? Got any input here before I get
really
into...
like the just what's that starting sound? It's like a...
I believe that's from Earthbound.
Yeah, but it's like such a cool sound to like start with.
It makes me think of the time portals in Chrono Trigger. Like, actually, let me pull one of those up.
Yeah, it's really such just like a... I don't know why I want to like explain it as like a DJ going error on a vinyl, but like something about like the shakiness effect is super cool.
Makes me think of like this in Chrono Trigger.
Oh, and even the background of this looks the same.
Well, actually,
like,
I believe that background is taken directly from Earthbound.
Oh, really?
Like, pretty much directly, I think.
I see.
I think there's like an actual like entering the time portal as well.
And also, it...
I got that.
Like, cool, because like, I just realized that it kind of looked like the void to me. Like, what if this is actually the void, that what you're in the beginning?
I mean, I don't think any void itself has been confirmed at all.
That's just what popped into my mind.
Yeah, but that's an interesting idea. Oh, apparently I was right. It does come from Earthbound. It's a sample of Gigias Intimidation.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Probably with this Earthbound samples.
But this right here, this is Gaster's theme.
Of course.
Like, let's lay that out on the table. I may have had some...
Undoubtedly Gaster's theme.
I've had some false sightings in here, hearings, when I was still an excited little fandom boy that wanted to connect everything to Gaster. But this is definitely Gaster's theme.
Yeah, of course. Something also is interesting is the title. Another hymn.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means, like, yet.
I know what it means.
Oh, I'm not...
I know what it means. Can I go on a tangent?
Yeah, you can go on tangent.
Okay, so, you know Gaster's theme itself, the original one.
Yeah.
Did you know that it can originally be found in the sound test room?
Yeah.
in the files, it's referred to as mus sound test him.
Oh.
Just calls it him.
Yeah.
So when you get a soundtrack song called Another Hymn...
Yeah, that's definitely Gaster.
That's definitely Gaster. And also,
yeah.
the motif itself using the song, another reason why I think the whole Gaster setting things are kind of ridiculous is because I kind of feel like this is Toby trying to retcon Gaster's theme a little bit, like, to make it less of a simple arpeggio and actually make it into a more syncopated, recognizable melody.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what he's trying to do here. I think if he ever does plan to use it in later song, it's going to be a bit more obvious. The song is just so
there's
cool.
actually a lot of times that I agree. We'll go over like in the chapter 1 where I actually do think there's Gaster's theme. But yeah, right here is definitely one of them. So
yeah,
super cool. And also about like the character creation thing.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, like maybe we can debate this. I really don't think that your character is gonna appear anywhere. It's just a feeling of mine that I don't think it is.
I like the theory that we might get transferred into it, and like in order to save Chris. And I don't know. It's sort of ambiguous enough to me. But
yeah, it's sort of like it could be either way, you know.
The actual sequence as well. You mentioned like how it starts off. Can we just talk about how the fact that no one thought there was actually going to be a second game going into this? Or at least actually knew that? Because you get this thing on Twitter of random Gaster boy doing some weird Twitter stuff, and then it tells you to download a program he wants to share something with you, and it's literally called Survey Program. And then it brings you into a survey. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, cool.
You agree to everything that's gonna happen or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what is Toby doing here? Interesting. It's literally a survey. Like, you literally do a survey. It's not until all of a sudden it's like, bye-bye, creation. Haha, it's character. It was not a character creation. You're now in-game. Goodbye. It's not until then that people actually realize, oh, geez, this is a full game.
It's an actual thing.
Yeah. Also, there's one theory I wanted to mention. Did you know that well, actually, two things about the voices speaking there. A third confirmation that this is Gaster speaking to you. In the original Undertale, there are separate... okay, this is a bit complicated to explain, but there's these things called typer values. Typer values are basically a value associated with each character. How each character speaks. So, instead of having to go every time Torio speaks, reference Torio sprite face here, Torio voice blip here, then the text, it just can call in the typer. And then it can call in whatever number is associated with each face in the typer to call in the actual face. It's basically like a shorthand way to not have to overcomplicate writing text.
Yeah.
But each typer has a value, you know, so you can call them the different typers. The typer for the voice in entry number 17 is typer 66.
Yeah. Oh, is this the same one? Or...
This is typer 67.
Oh, okay.
The voice in this intro is typer 67.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be 66. There's a second one that's 67. It's either 66 or 67 in this intro, but I think the 66... I think the other one is the voice that appears at the end of the intro that, like, tells you your creation will be discarded, because that's a separate typer.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. It's like, I don't know what else
I don't know. It's just not the big echoey text, like in the... And one more thing, in the Japanese translation of the game, I have no idea how canon this is or what exactly this proves, but the voice that appears at the end to discard the creation has a different, like, style, kanji or whatever of speaking. And people have also connected it to speaking somewhat similarly to Kara, but not really similarly enough to be a clear connection, but it's definitely a different voice speaking there.
Yeah.
Which is really
it's
interesting.
Like, all the speaking stuff is really cool.
Vocal Mash and the Big Shot.
I don't really have anything else for the first thing. I just
Yeah, I've analyzed like everything Gaster, and this intro was like the most Gaster thing in all of Deltarune.
It is. It sounds so cool. Like the feeling of it.
But yeah,
how the melody goes up and down as well. It's like,
yeah, you can hear it like build in intensity and then draw back. It's like this sort of pulsing feeling to the song.
Because like normal Gaster theme goes like, it's like do 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 do, but this is like the do 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 do.
And it's also kind of how
spacey.
it modulates up as well, just like Gaster's original theme does.
And then this one goes down. Like it kind of goes with the flow of like where the chords are taking, because this one goes down again, and then it goes up and then up and follows like the flow of where the chorus is. But that's kind of all I really have to say about this.
Yeah, could almost make a joke about like the flow of time.
The flow of space.
Yes, but if everyone's ready, let's move on to the actual Deltarune song. Like after this whole intro, the second song that also made everyone bawl their eyes out.
True. Oh,
it's so happy.
It is so happy. And then here we go. We get the Don't Forget theme. I guess we're gonna call it.
Yeah, the original just intro of it.
And then we literally
the trumpet
have, like,
that comes in here.
Like a whole marching band just comes in and starts like.
Imagine if like during the upcoming festival thing that Susie mentions, we get like a marching band playing something like this.
Oh yeah.
That'd be so cool.
That would be so good.
And then right at the end here, the little hug, and then
we get the Once Upon a Time 3.
So cute. It's so cute.
Like the music box, like sound fun as well. Wow.
Yeah, it's just like such a good callback. This was Toby. Like Toby doesn't do an excessive amount of fan service in Deltarune, but when he does it right.
The music fans. The
music fans are is like this intro here. He just straight up decided, yeah, I'll just remind you why you're here.
Yeah, true. And I really like I think it's a clarinet playing like the do 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 at the end of that. Oh, it's so good with the Once Upon a Time theme. It's just so nice.
I'm pretty sure this is the only song besides the Dog Check song to combine Don't Forget and Once Upon a Time and Deltarune as well.
Yeah, we'll have to listen to that.
The You Can Always Come Home, that one as well.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, I remember you blew my mind with that. Like I did not even realize that Once Upon a Time was playing in there. I was like, holy crap! I'm just gonna have to take a step back and like reassess my life, dude.
But yeah,
you'll see the comment when we get there.
All right. I think Don't Forget definitely does a very good job at like setting up what we're seeing, and the chords at the start too, the piano chords. Just build up that suspense, and then suddenly the full marching band as you see the entire town, everyone waving at you.
True.
Like,
and then even they're talking about Azrael right now. They're like, oh my god, it's like so suspenseful. What's gonna happen?
Like Toby drops everything on you at once.
Yeah. This was such a good beginning theme because it's like boom. With the triumphant, just like we're back.
I find it funny too because you're literally just driving a car through a town.
Yeah.
But
with like the marching snare.
And that bass that plays in a bit as well. But just the music box there. It's like Once Upon a Time Part 3 here. I mentioned it before. I'm not gonna go through just a quick summary of what I think the Once Upon a Time themes are. I think the first part, the boo-da-doo, represents like the past. The boo-da-doo-doo-doo represents like
the
tragedy,
journey,
like tragedy.
No. Yeah, I think we talked about this, but it was really cool.
Yeah, it was like years ago when the original stream for this.
Yeah.
And then I think this last motif represents like the end and moving on, because did you know that this motif actually doesn't appear in Undertale after the intro until you get to the pacifist ending?
In Undertale, like, oh, wait.
It plays in the intro, then you never hear it again until you get to the pacifist ending.
Oh.
So I think it represents like that feeling of finality, moving on. So I think that's very cool how it leads into Deltarune in that way.
Yeah, that is very nice. Yeah.
Anything else to say?
I don't think so. I think that like covers almost everything. How this beginning builds up like tension, and like, oh my gosh, all this suspense, and then you meet you go through the town with like this big triumphant, like, we're back, and like here's all the characters, like, oh my god, I'm done. What the heck?
I was squealing at this part. And also shoutouts to my boy Frogget.
Oh, true.
I've read the Deltarune status update, and apparently he actually appears, I don't know, actually appears in the QC's QC's diner. So we might actually be able to talk to it in Chapter 3, which is really nice.
Yo!
We're gonna get frog friend.
Yeah, I think that's good. We can move on.
All right. This song is so underrated.
This song is great. I actually made a remix of this, but like that was what made me appreciate this song so much more, because of all the moving parts around it. Like, there's like the piano, the drums, which are like so well made. The drums, you have to listen to them.
I mean,
like, yeah, like the hi-hat is really and then these crashes are really just like I don't know how to like explain like how much it helps like the groove of the music. Like, you really have to analyze how each like little hit is gonna affect the groove.
It almost sounds like basic upon first glance, but it's like sounds like a song that's from like a dating sim, because it's just that good of a school theme. Like, dating sims, love them or hate them, they have some of the best music.
Yeah, true.
And this sounds like that.
You know, the dating sim is so well, like, it's a good analogy, because you have to like choose who your partner is gonna be in school.
Oh crap! And no, I meant to go back. the music foreshadowed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then that's their partner in school.
But it's kind of funny how that plays into your choices don't matter as well, because you get stuck with Susie anyways.
Yeah, true. Oh, I just want to groove to this.
Yeah.
It's like how dating start is just a groove.
Exactly. Like, there's nothing too deep with this. It's the hometown motif. It's like the genuine hometown motif. It's Don't Forget, which is a strong part of hometown anyways. And then it's the Snowden theme, which is like, you know, the friendship theme from Undertale, so it makes sense to be used in a school. These are just 3 happy motifs from this game that are put together and made into a happy grooving song.
Yeah. And then like the background, I think this is what you said was Gaster's theme before, but it was like
yes, this I love that beat. It's probably not Gaster's theme. It's
because for me it's like an octave. I actually made the remix which made it into Gaster's theme, which technically didn't really change too much of the feeling of it, but I made it into actually like the minor second into like the fifth. You know what I'm talking about.
Also, just want to point this out at the end. This part right here. This part. I mistook that for Gaster's theme. Not specifically in this song, but when it's used in a few other songs.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually just a callback to like Don't Forget in this song, so just gonna point that out.
Yeah. But I really like all the the hi-hat, like yeah, like all that stuff. Just so well put together.
Yeah.
And then with the doo-doo, with the bells, you can hear how it's like a little bit of a sparkle too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm gonna listen to that.
I really like music composition. It's like my favorite stuff.
Yeah. And this part right here as well, that bass. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
That bass that comes in between the melody. It makes me think of the start menu, the full version of it with the bump bump bump.
Yeah, true. And I want everybody to like kind of notice how those hits in the background are where the groove come from. So it's like the bum bum.
They act like accents.
Yeah, they're kind of like accenting the melody. Because if you play that melody by itself, it'll probably groove, but you really have to like the stuff in the background is really what makes it like pop.
Like the even the bass here, the highest note of that bass part comes in on beat. Is really cool.
And then I really like the harmonies that go like it's in like the do 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 do, like it goes up like that, and it's so good.
Anything else? Oh, I love how the hard cut with this music when Susie opens the door as well.
Just boom, and then the door just like.
It's like it takes you from oh my gosh, so many cool characters I know exploring the classroom. Okay, I'm gonna go with Noelle and oh, hi.
Hi. Susie. Yeah.
I mean that's literally Alphys. I think this goes hi, Susie.
Yep, that's what.
Yeah.
Just a good character introduction as well.
just such a good way to get you into this music. So it's also making me sad seeing my comments here with like thousands of likes because I was so late to commenting on the Deltarune Chapter 2 OST because I just did it so thoroughly but also so like spread out. So like none of my comments are like liked on there.
Let's see, wait.
I'm enjoying the nostalgia while I can.
Comments? Oh wait, no, I'm on your stream right now.
Oh.
I was like trying to find the comments. There's probably me like arguing with you at the gas.
I mean, let me see.
Let's see if I'm here as well.
I mean, I'll go crunch. Gaster seems low just 4 notes. Not even here. WTF? You're right. It wasn't.
Let's see.
And I think I defended it too. I'm not deleting these comments. I defended it.
No,
but...
yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, yikes. We're at Susie now.
Yeah.
It's cool. I was just wondering.
I figured we were near to the end of that. And I love how Susie... Or I want to talk a bit more about what Susie thematically means, but your choices don't matter is basically what Susie is in this game.
Yeah, it's like... Of course, because Susie was the one who's actually... You're not in control of her for like the first whole of the chapter until like the end where she's actually like, okay, well, I'll listen to you because you're cool, I guess.
But even then, in chapter 2, she still like does some stuff. Like she'll still resist your control.
Yeah, like when you choose between her and Rousey, the Chara chair debate.
Oh, OBS disconnected. I think. Is it good?
Are we
Did
good?
it disconnect? Oh, we're back. I think that was just a little hiccup.
Okay.
Alright, we're back. That was weird. Wasn't my data, because I could hear you just fine, so I think it's just YouTube connection.
Yeah.
Alright.
Susie.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting foreshadowing. I don't think it's really much to talk about it now, because it's pretty much known, but it's interesting how that foreshadowed chapter 1.
Yeah. You'll meet her soon. I totally forgot what I was talking about.
Me too.
What were we talking about? Oh, with the choice between Susie and Rousey, where Susie just grabs him and walks away.
And she'll still refuse to wear scarves, and she also refuses to equip the broken sword, or no, to equip any of the Spamtons, like what were they, the army he sells at his shop. He refused to equip that.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things that I don't know about, like, okay.
It's fine.
Fandom alert. I have not played myself all the Deltarune runs, so I might not know every single thing.
Meanwhile,
plus it's like, yeah.
Meanwhile, I've done secret streams for like a solid year.
Yeah, you've done all the secret streams. Yeah, sometimes I pop in, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's another one.
I finally finished them. Which is nice.
That's good, yeah. But yeah, this guitar is great. It's like when you first hear this, oh, you just get that that vibe, you know, of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like Susie. You can hear like the spiked armbands around her. Like you can hear those, and it's like you can hear like the hair. Oh my god, it's just so like character. In character for her.
One thing I think that Deltarune Chapter 1's music still holds over Deltarune Chapter 2 is Deltarune Chapter's music is still generally bigger bops, but I think Deltarune Chapter 1's, I think it elicits more emotion. Like, this song just gives you chills. Yeah,
this song is just... Oh. Susie's theme, gosh dang.
Yeah. It's just like, this is like, I don't take no for an answer sort of theme. And I believe this appears later in Versus Susie, which is very interesting because this isn't Susie, like her entire character's theme. This is badass Susie putting on that bully status.
Yeah,
theme for her.
Exactly. This is like kind of like a face, you know.
Oh, and also I believe they point out that the beginning sounds oddly similar to Versus Lancer. I wonder if that's...
I think that's what I was gonna ask about, because it kind of does. Like, like just the first four notes here. I think you're kind of right about that.
I think, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if it was intentional, it was less to be like Susie's theme is Lancer's motif, and more to just be a subtle connection between them.
Yeah. Just a subtle connection. I think that's right.
And also, you know, the fact that their themes are Versus Lancer and Versus Susie.
Yeah.
Also love those deep bass chords in there. It's got that feeling of your clock is ticking.
This I can just imagine like Susie on a stage with just an electric guitar.
Imagine this like musical style. Wait, imagine this musical style like leading into like have you ever seen Heathers?
The musical? I don't think so.
Okay, well, like school setting musical style. Bully Susie like pulling out a guitar like, you think you want to try me? You want to go, punk?
Oh yeah.
And I think
simple too.
Yeah. And if have you ever seen Deltarune the musical, or like not the musical, but like they do song covers?
Not yet.
This is honestly one of my favorites because what they did, they basically did that with Susie.
I want to see
Susie Deltarune lyrics. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
You think you're special, you think you're unique. I look at you and see another free. And I
True. Yeah, in between like the in between the guitar.
It's got that. It's like that. Gave me chills as well.
Yeah, it's just like just that like metal guitar feeling of it. I don't know. It's just so character. That's all I can say. It's just so character.
It's like so empty too. It like after every chord, it just leaves you to think about. I've made the wrong choice here. I should not be here.
Oh.
Just that fight or flight instinct.
True.
All right. Next song.
The Door.
The Door. Another song and motif in general, I think, is underrated.
Yeah, and then is that like the best nightmare at the beginning?
You see, this
like
appears so many times. It's sort of questionable, but like, yeah.
I feel like maybe it's like more of a theme that represents like, oh no, something bad is about to happen or something, you know?
I think Toby is trying to retcon a few of his motifs for Deltarune. Like, have you ever seen The Death of a Motif? That video on Star Wars?
No.
Alright. It goes into how the different movies... Did you know that the Force theme, the did you know that was originally supposed to be Obi-Wan's theme?
I think so. I think I heard about that before. That was supposed to be Obi-Wan's theme, but then it was kind of purposed. Yeah.
That's what I think Toby's doing. I think he's taking some of his lesser motifs and more of recontextualizing. Like, this isn't the creepy flowery motif now. This is just the general menacing motif.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. It's just general menacing. And we'll talk about it later because I think it shows up another time.
It shows up in versus Susie, I think is where it shows up.
I think it also shows up in what's that one before it? I don't remember. What's that song called?
Basement?
Imminent Death.
Or Imminent Death, yeah. such a hard name for his song as well.
And then of course this melody is the chase, I think.
Yeah, I believe it's also taken from Nightmare Night.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Just the atmosphere of this song too. Just like those weird chords and how it like doesn't feel like it fits in, you know? Like the bells are like, oh, like that chord with the bells, not really in like the same key. And then this low like string. Oh my gosh, it's just so atmospheric. I love it. It's just
I think here's what I think. I think in the true I think Toby has a very distinct style for his songs, especially like his boss themes and his normal area themes. But I think when Toby did the True Lab and Undertale, he kept his style. And Chapter 2 isn't really intended to have much of a creep factor to it for most of it. But when he decided to go for the creep factor for the beginning of Chapter 1, I think he just channeled his inner Earthbound for this.
Yeah, for this song in general.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just so...
Like, everything up to Lancer feels like I'm playing a generally spooky RPG game.
Yeah. This song, just in general, just gives all that kind of, like, uneasy feeling.
Yeah.
But it's such a good song, too.
He went
because
for...
of...
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say it's a good song because of how it makes you feel too.
He went for like an old but good style for it. He like went for something different, and it definitely paid off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think something Toby's gotten a lot better at. I think in Undertale, a lot of the melody is a bit more it's focused on than it should be. Like the background instruments definitely support the melody, but I think it almost focuses on the melody a bit too much. Toby in Deltarune Chapter 2 and some of these songs has gotten a lot better at making the background weave in and out with the melody and making it just as important as the melody. Because these bells feel disconnected from the melody and it all works.
Yeah, it really does. Like, that disconnection is like the focus of this song, which is really interesting.
Yeah. It's almost like the background here is like what you're seeing coming from the door, and then that bell is like a little whispering in your ear.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, that's such a good analogy. I like that.
It feels like two separate forces. It feels like you're looking into the darkness, and then there's something actually wanting to pull you into that darkness.
Yes. Oh wow, that is. Okay. Wow, that's such a good analogy, or like a good like music analysis. Holy
Thank you.
Yeah. I like that. I don't really have anything else to say, but that's good.
All right. Right before we move on, then I do want to pull up Nightmare Night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard.
So this right here. Let's take a listen to the bells here. Now, it's slightly ambiguous, I think, if that's using the legend. I'm not quite sure. We'll talk about it when we get to it, but that is definitely Nightmare Night, because you wouldn't get to hear.
It's like, dun, dun, da, 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 da.
Yeah, right here. Here. Actually, I think that's...
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
that sounds more like the legend, actually.
Yeah,
What?
no, there's a different part. What was I thinking of then?
Why does that sound like the legend? What?
That part, there was like... It has a more of a build up.
Here too. I really did, but
Yeah.
this sounds like the legend, like 100%.
Let's go back to this. I'm gonna keep this open because there was something I wanted. I think it's also in the world revolving, is what I was comparing it to. I think it's a bit confusing because the motifs sound similar. Like these at least sound similar, but. Also, I'm noticing that the most replayed is right where I am putting the timestamp in some of these, and it makes me happy.
Nice.
Alright, we can move on to the cliffs then.
Yeah. This one, I don't know if I'm going to have much to say about.
Yeah.
But...
I believe there's a song that inspired this. Ah, here it is. Actually, maybe not. There's a very specific... Actually, I think it might be on the... Okay. I think it might be on the wiki.
Yeah. But yeah, this whole part is really interesting because, like, what it... Like, kind of theorizing what the place is, like, going through the cliffs. Like, with the eyes and the, and, like, everything before you get to the castle town. Yeah.
I'm just trying to search for... Like, I'm listening, I'm just trying to search for what I want to find.
Yeah, I think I had a conversation about what it actually was. Like that area you go through with those weird wiggly, the I don't know what to call those. The things that wave when you move past them.
Oh, I think they're called, They're called something specific in the files.
Yeah.
They're like it was something kind of goofy. But once again, I think Toby definitely took that. Like, it's got a very similar style to The Door. I don't think it's quite the same motif.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's slightly different.
Yeah, it kind of similar style, but I don't think it's like the same notes.
Yeah.
You can like do 2 times speed maybe if you want to see what the notes are.
I mean, listen to these first two, and it's definitely different.
Yeah.
Like that. This goes down, down, down. That one goes down, up. The original one.
Mm-hmm.
But Also, I think I tried to connect this to Danger Mystery. I think that was just me trying to make a dumb connection. I don't think it really is. Because that's a song. That's a song in Undertale that plays like when you're in the grass.
It's just the feeling of like, just kind of uneasiness.
It's
and not really knowing where you are.
That's
kind of it.
Yeah. It's again that very, like, even up until you get to like Rouse at the Castle Town, I don't think you quite know what to expect from that song.
Yeah. And then this song, absolute banger.
Like, I don't think you quite know what to expect from the game, which is why Toby chose like that such mysterious and like very serious style for all these songs. And I believe that Cliff's was based off of a song from Secret of Evermore, which is like, I don't want to call it a generic RPG game because I don't know much about it, but it's a much more like RPG game that takes itself seriously. Pretty sure.
But yeah.
Alright. The Chase.
Going to the Chase. This song is a banger.
Personally, to me, the most underrated song in Chapter 1.
Yeah, it's literally like, this percussion.
Yeah.
And then these choir raisings.
And the Nightmare Night theme. Wait, let me listen to that. Yeah, that sounds like the Nightmare Night, doesn't it?
I swear that I actually heard this song, the Nightmare Night, having that theme before. That sounds like the legend. Like the da 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 da.
I swear this song had it at some point, but maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. I don't know. But like, it sounds similar enough still to me. And like, the Nightmare Night theme definitely appears at other points in the chapter. I think it's just confusing on how these earlier themes, if these connect to it.
Yeah.
These beginning creepy songs, Toby just mixes everything in such an alien style, and yet I love it so much.
The percussion is just so... It really sounds dangerous, you know? Like, that sounds like you're in danger. Like, you gotta get out of there.
I think I made this comparison once. Run from Undertale feels like almost a comedic chase scene.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Sort of just a chaotic, oh crap, get out of here. This feels like, oh, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here now.
It's just like the mechanics, the mechanical sounding of that, like, percussion. Like, it actually sounds like you're gonna get crunched or something. Like,
the fact that this is just Lancer as well, like, both these scenes without the music have the exact same style. One, you're being chased down by an armored, shadowed figure who's throwing spears at you. This one, you're being chased, you're being hunted down by another shadowed figure that's, like, raining down projectiles on you. But, like, just the fact that you're in this theme instead is playing makes it feel so much more scary.
yeah. And it has to... I just realized this is like a perfect transition out of like the weird like out of like the door theme and out of like the out of the cliff theme, this is like a perfect chase theme in that environment, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to like, it can't be some goofy, silly like chase theme. It has to be serious because you don't know where you are and you like don't know like what the danger level is. And I really like that. Like this theme is like kind of telling you what the danger is, or it's like it's not even telling you at all, but it's great. This theme is great.
it like pulls you out of the mysteriousness while still feeling serious in itself, and sort of like rushes you, makes you panicked enough that the transition to the goofy stuff actually feels natural.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a great way of putting this theme.
And okay, everything from up to here to the legend is sort of just like, Toby, you're scaring me. Toby, Toby, what are you doing? I don't know what's going on here. It's up until here that things start making sense and you start getting some of that Toby Fox humor.
Yeah, up to the legend, yes. This theme is a banger.
I know.
Like, holy crap.
Once Upon a Time, I love you, but we have a superior song.
True. Just like the melodic flow of this song is just so legendy. Like, I don't know how to say it. It's very like, it takes you on a story, and that's what sounds like a legend. Like when it's like taking you to these places, and then this big boom right here is like the very climactic feel. It's like triumphant and it's like historic. It really sounds like a legend. Yeah, that's what it makes. That's how it sounds like it.
And I think one cool thing about these songs is they both have a comparable structure. Both the legend and Once Upon a Time have 3 distinct parts, and that last part plays as a very simple ending trailing off theme, and they're mostly synths as well. But Once Upon a Time is mostly just that. It's simple and sort of feels like you're being read a story, like a little children's story, not non-serious. This feels like a full-on prophecy that it's pulling you in, and the accelerated pace, the added stuff onto it is like, pay attention. You need to listen to this. This is serious.
Exactly.
And then this part at the end, it draws back a bit more into that. You don't need to care about it too much right now because it's kind of leading into less serious stuff. This is where you are right now. And you can reflect on what you've just listened to.
And of course, there's like this is like the beginning, like the tone setting right here. And then you have your ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that big dramatic tragedy.
Yeah.
Just seeing the lines in the earth, or like, in the earth will shatter with fear, like the ground will crack with fear. Like seeing just such powerful images being shown in a Toby Fox game, like it doesn't mess around.
Yeah. Like this part is so
I know, it's
powerful.
beautiful.
And then I really like the lines. Like if you're listening to the harmony, it's like do 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 do.
Oh yeah, I hear that.
Like in like the kind of in like the middle of the space, like the harmony, but it's like a run that goes up and then like down to like a tenth note and then resolves with like.
The way Toby has managed to blend seriousness with goofiness in Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2, like the way he can so easily switch the tones is like genuinely scary.
Yeah, it was kind of his I watched like an interview with him and he said like his inspiration for like Undertale, like the writing it was like Earthbound has like 50 goofy lines and then one really hard, like one that hits you home, and that was like his how he wanted to write Undertale as well, and then he like really mastered it in Deltarune too. So
like I think in Undertale, he manages to change the tones well, but it's like, again, that 1 in 50 thing. Well, Deltarune blends it a lot more seamlessly, in my opinion.
Yeah. You can, like, kind of just switch wherever you want. And, like, master, like, the transitions.
Fun fact, and you know, but nobody came.
Yeah.
Like that one line that plays when you call for help with Flowey, but nobody comes, and then that one super famous line for when you clear out the area in Genocide.
Mm-hmm.
Like the line that tells you you've screwed stuff up.
Yeah.
That's always genuinely chilling. That's taken from Earthbound.
Oh.
And you know how that line was used in Earthbound?
Oh, is it? Is it silly?
It was when an enemy would call for an ally, and it'd be a random chance that an ally wouldn't come, and it'd just go, but nobody came.
Okay.
And which is such a cool, like, again, flipping an RPG on its head, because it goes from, but nobody came, because, you know, just random silly fun, you're fighting these enemies, but nobody came, it's fine, to, but nobody came because everyone's dead.
Oh my god. I think somebody in the chat, guys, I think Undertale is ripping off Deltarune. Unbravo, Toby. That's a good one.
I did have a point. I was leading back to this, where it's like, this game will mock the legend. Like, it'll take, this legend feels like a generic, like, ignoring the actual content, the feeling of it feels like a generic, high-stakes prophecy for a game.
Yeah.
But it then makes fun of it with, like, Susie not listening and then the Lancer fight. But it then reins it back in Chapter 2 by adding onto it.
Yeah, true.
It's like, haha, yeah, you make fun of it now. You'll regret that later.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Susie was like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm not about that.
About that life.
I ain't about that.
I ain't no hero.
Go to school. Even though I hate school.
Yeah, I hate school, but school will be better than this place, goat boy.
That's when, like, the seriousness of, like, you can see how, like, wow, Susie is just such an uncontrollable character. Where, like, she'd rather, you can see how much she doesn't like school, and then she says, like, you're confronted with this big legend, and she's like, nah, school is better than this. And you're like, oh my god, Susie, what are you doing?
Susie, come on, girl. It's like, Undertale feels like a spoof for a lot of it, but Deltarune's, like, the spoof parts of Deltarune also feel like have that bit of uneasiness to it, because you're taking things a bit more seriously.
True, yeah.
I love this song. And this, the fact that this is a waltz at the end, it actually changes into 3/4 time at the end.
Yeah, and then, again, we'll talk about it later, how this song changes into 4/4 with, like, the King's theme. It's, like, in 4/4, and oh my god, Toby has literally mastered, bringing songs from 3/4 to 4/4. I don't know how he does it. But,
I mean, he did that in Undertale too with Heartache.
Yeah, with Heartache back into 4/4. But, like, there's some way to do it.
Also, can I just say this is my favorite part right here. That's so cool.
And then, do you know the part that actually, like, really, so there's, like, those bump bumps like in there, but the thing that actually fills this part are those, like, sparkling melodies on the in the high, really high, like in the part that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you can hear those, like, really high parts, like, it's...
Oh yeah, I hear that there.
It really fills it in.
Yeah.
I love that. I really need to master, like, writing like this, because, it's just so well landscaped. Like, he's so good at like using the bass, using the center, using the high zones, and just like kind of picking and choosing where he wants the sound to be. And when he puts them all together, it's just so good.
I know. I did want to talk about like the fact that even the chords there, like the synth chords there, help build that up so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I did want to talk about again this waltz part at the end. Waltzes seem to have like a bit of a tone to them, like just the general style of a waltz seems to have some sort of implication. I'll talk about that later when we get to the circus and dial tone, but it's a very interesting thing about them.
Yeah.
Also, I can never hear waltzes the same again since Amori, because waltzes also have a separate meaning in Amori that is very sad.
Oh no, I have not gotten to that yet.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but waltzes make me cry out.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't really have anything else to say unless we want to talk about like the actual like
prophecy
stuff in the legend.
I don't think there's too much to talk about. I think the visual of the Titans is very cool. Also the fact that the eyes on the Titans, it's like a symbol associated with the Titans, and you see them on the cliffs area.
Yeah.
But also about the cliffs area in general, all this before the Great Door is supposed to be in the closet before going into the unused classroom.
Oh, I see.
I think that's something people haven't connected much, but it's cool how that works. But the actual cliffs area, I'm not quite sure what the actual cliffs area. Maybe it's just supposed to be like dust and stuff before the castle town.
Or maybe that's what happens when like the Titans take over. Is like they destroy land. I don't know.
Well, I don't think that hasn't happened yet. I don't think.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just like wondering why like the eyes were everywhere on.
Yeah, it's
in. Yeah, it's just something I threw out, but.
All right, I actually have to use the bathroom. Could I get like 1 minute?
Yeah, no, you're good. I will talk to the chat. Let's go.
All right, it's also been nearly an hour, and we're not even through 10 songs.
Yeah. Well, we do have 3 hours, right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Yo, chat. Smart turkey when you meet stupid Grease. Oh no. In the snow grave, I think the game says you called out for help but nobody came. Yeah, I think I remember that. Yo! I am on computer. It's faster to talk through chat through typing than on through the stream. See? Because you see this before I say it. And then you'll hear it on the stream. I think. Oh.
I've returned. Let's put these headphones on. Hello. Hello. Hello? You're muted. Jay, you're muted. Yeah, why are you in chat? Unmute. I'm back.
There were people taking out trash. It was gonna be loud. So they're gone now. So
I just come back and you're like not talking. So confused.
I'm muted. People will be here. No, noisy. Yeah, I'm in chat.
Okay.
Did you know we actually have time travel every day? You know that I actually like, what is it? I actually had a theory about how time travel works, but that is definitely saved for another time.
Yeah, we Deltarune right now.
We Deltarune.
All right, and Lancer. This is when the Toby Fox humor comes back in, and I can relax a bit.
True, I love Lancer.
He's the boy. And it's so jazzy too.
So silly. This is like just like Lancer. I talked about this too much, I think, last time. The way that like Toby can make his songs fit like everything, like just blend into the game perfectly, is just something that I liked in Undertale and Deltarune. And like, you can like play this to someone and then like ask them how this sounds, and they're not gonna like say they don't know anything about Deltarune. They're gonna be like, this kind of sounds like a little bit silly, like, oh, what's going on with this song? Like jazzy, kind of all over the place. Just like how you can play Bone Trozzle and ask people how that makes, how they think about that, and it's gonna be like the words that describe Papyrus, you know? Yeah, that's really.
It's got that like nefarious feeling, but whoa, what was that?
Oh, sorry, that was.
I think that's a bit of feedback.
Oops, sorry about that.
But it's got that like nefarious evil villain theme to it, but it's also goofy. It's like I'm listening. It's like I'm listening to the theme of Team Rocket or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you know this. This might be a reference that I actually know. But have you heard the BB Bandits theme?
The what?
BB Bandits.
BB Bandits theme.
You're gonna like this, hopefully.
All right.
BB Bandits theme. Let's see. No. Oh no. Just the letter B.
Oh.
Just BB Bandits. The first one. There we go.
Ooh. Ooh, all right.
These guys are so silly.
This is like exactly the style I'm thinking of, yeah.
Like, just like the silly, like, evil villain theme is just so... You can check this song out later on your
Yeah, alright.
This is kind of what it reminded me of. It's like, just so silly.
and some more subtle stuff in the song as well. I just like how bouncy everything is. Like, it feels very energetic, like you're watching a hyperactive kid.
Like, who ate too much candy,
I love the bass in this as well. Like, swing works so well for it.
Yeah. And then the little bit of like mysteriousness with that piano. Like just a tiny bit, like, oh, it's kind of like, because it kind of represents how you're like, oh, this is a Toby Fox character.
Yeah.
But we still don't know everything about him. Like, there's still a bit of mystery to Lancer. And that's what that little piano chord represents.
I always thought of it just sort of like, I feel like this entire song is a shout out to traditional jazz. Mm-hmm. It just feels like that to me. Like, the accent's there, the sassiness to it, and then the little end of the part is like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, like Lancer is a threat. Like, he does get you into two fights, but it's still funny.
Yeah. He is a silly,
troublemaker.
Yeah, silly troublemaker. I still, like, all his dialogue is so great. Psych, you guys are even my top 5. I like that.
he feels like Papyrus, but genuinely trying to be evil, but also then like backtracking.
Yeah. Bye. I have to get home for dinner. Like, oh my god, this is a silly little goofball.
And I love that his motorbike is just a bike he literally lit on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
My bike's about to run out of fuel.
You know, like that trick, like when you put a card on a bike and it makes it sound like a motorbike.
No, I haven't.
Wait, so there's a trick where you can, like, what you do is you like tape a card, or like you put a card onto a bike, and then when you bike around, like, you know those little metal things on the bike, right? Like the wheels, the card
spokes,
will go, and it will like flap on the it'll flap on the bike wheel and make it sound like a motorbike.
That's cute.
I know, and that's what it reminded me of, which was like, oh, when you put the card there, like every it's like a card case stuff, but like, I don't know if that's like an actual reference, but that's kind of what it was like. It was like,
oh, because he's like, I was trying to figure out how this connects because he's literally a card.
Yeah.
That took me way too long. Also, I think it's confirmed that Lancer is the Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
Because he calls himself Dark Jack Lancer. Which is also really funny. Do you know anything about Homestuck?
A little bit. I read it and then I forgot all of it.
Okay, so in Homestuck there is a ton of symbolism in the character designs. There's this group of characters called the Midnight Crew, and they're like some mafia bad guys. One of them is called Jack, and I think his like official name is like Spades Slick. Lancer is literally not the first time that Toby has made music for a card-based character based around spades. Like literally, have you heard the song Black?
Yeah,
that's supposed to be a theme song.
Solo, right?
That's supposed to be like a theme song, sort of, for Jack.
Yeah, and it starts like, become a member of the Midnight Crew. Yeah.
And it's also very jazzy too. I feel like Toby, I think Conotines was the person who made these card designs, but it's just sort of a funny coincidence how Toby has made two sets of card-based characters, or at least worked on two sets of card-based characters. I don't think he actually designed the characters.
Yeah, also with like the jazzy theme, it's like do 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 do. Like, I don't know how Black sounds like. Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Do, do, do. Something like that.
And speaking of Black, I think that's like notably the only song, or at least, and there's a few times he's like remixed it in a couple other songs, but it's only the real original song that he's used the vocal samples in. Ignoring Your Best Nightmare because it's not really used in the music, but he's used the vocal samples in Until Big Shot.
Yeah. Also, one more thing I want to point out in Lancer's theme. There's like this drum. Dude, there's like a drum on beat 3. Each, I think it's on the right side. It goes pew, pew, pew.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
It's only in the first half.
No, I hear it.
But yeah, I just really like that drum. It's just.
Yeah, I hear it.
I love it. It's so fun to listen to.
Also, the percussion in general feels like actual percussion, but it feels like almost like scatting. Like a guy's like dropping a beat for you, like a guy's going.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a banger next.
Oh, true. I don't know how Toby, like, imagine like you're a music composer and you're like, yes, I like that. I was like, what? How do you come up with this crap? What?
The song just goes so hard.
And then right here, I think everyone can agree that this is what is it again? Determination, I think.
Yeah, I think I noted that in this. Yeah, Determination. And I want to talk about the use of that in a second, but
Yeah.
first off, I think this song is a very good representation. For another thing Toby did in Undertale, like how he emphasized melody, he also made the melodies somewhat simple in a few of the songs. Like, I think that's really notable in songs like Undertale, or like the actual Undertale theme, or like I want to say like Death by Glamour as well, because despite being full remixes, you can sort of tell it's the exact same melody, just remixed.
Yeah.
But the way Toby uses like determination here,
Very hard to.
it's similar enough to be noted, but it's also its own thing. Like the boo-da-ba-ba. Just this bass, the melody, everything going at once here, they are complicated. They are overcomplicated. They go hard with the song. And is one thing he does, especially notable in Queen's theme, he adds on to the song and he's unafraid to change how that song works as long as he keeps the notable parts. He's branching out more with that.
Yeah. And then, of course, with this solo, god dang, Toby, what are you doing? This is like the most insane stuff I've ever heard. Like, holy crap. Oh my god. Like, when I started learning this on piano, I thought I would never, ever, 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 ever be able to play it. And then I did, but like, holy crap, dude. You did not have to go that hard on it.
I think the reason it's not that hard to learn it, and like I learned it on trumpet, is because it's not like trying to be a melody, it's just trying to be a solo.
No, yeah, trying to be a solo.
Like, it's not trying to the fact that Toby's not stressing too much, it feels like, about conforming to motifs is really nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be a solo. Yeah, it's supposed to be an epic solo. And, like, I doubt like that solo is ever gonna be used anywhere. Like, you're not really gonna be like, oh yeah, that's the Root Buster solo in any track anywhere else.
Yeah.
I like highly doubt it. But like for me, learning with the left hand and the right hand was like the hardest thing.
Yeah, the solo is so good. I like to sing the songs to myself, and this is like genuinely hard to sing.
And then that bass run, like right after like the do.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I learned that on the left hand. But like this song just goes too hard. Too hard.
Dude. It's just so energetic too. Like, Enemy Approaching is a good song, but
yeah,
this is superior. Like, by far. A lot of jazz, I think, is used like in the beginning of chapter 1, and it shows.
Oh yeah, the beginning is so jazz. It's actually not really jazzy. If I were to like describe this, because this is in it's not in swing either.
Oh yeah.
It's more in like a funk, like with the syncopation and stuff. But like, oh god dang, it's just
like the fact that
it's more in like a I don't really know how to explain. More of a Latin kind of groove, I guess. If you like really made Latin electro stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It helps.
Latin.
Oh, Latin what?
No, you're good. I was about to say like Latin electro funk.
It just feels like Toby's like branching out in styles more. Like chapter 2 is already electronic stuff, so of course it's gonna sort of fit more in Toby's styles. But even then, like with the Cyber's World, it sounds like the Fat Rat music. It sounds like glitch hop music.
Yeah, true.
It just feels like Toby is being more diverse with everything, and it's ooh.
It's good to see.
Yeah.
It's really. Yeah.
This solo.
Yeah.
I want to try and sing the solo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
And even like like when I was doing that, there's a very I can't remember what it's called, but there's a very specific melodic thing where you take the first note on a beat and then it's either like with 8th notes or 16th notes usually, but then you have the offbeat notes be like something below that repeats, so it'd be like
Oh yeah.
that's used quite a few times at that solo and it works so well.
Yeah, it is.
Like I think Toby's mastered a way of filling out his motifs, like adding notes in between while keeping the key stuff that's recognizable, which is like a very key principle on keeping melodies and music while making it complicated.
Yeah, it's also used in the bass of Asgore, which is like
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think it's used there. But yeah. One more thing I guess I can say about this song is that like the more I listen to it, it's at first it sounds like really serious battle, but like the more I listen to it, it's really like it's not as serious as I thought it is. It's just such a fun song. It's like Enemy Approaching is when you first listen to Enemy Approaching, you can be like, oh yeah, this is like it's like a fun battle song. It's not really like supposed to take itself seriously. I mean, this one it first does. Wait, what?
Literally in the song, Dog Song is used in Enemy Approaching.
Yeah, it's the dog song. Yeah.
It's literally supposed to be a melodic sort of representation of don't take it seriously.
Yeah, but like this one, like the more you listen to it, like it's fun. Like because in the game, even like the battle didn't really take itself too seriously. And like when Happy comes and like Lancer throws 3 Happies at you, it's like, oh wait, this isn't a balanced team at all. But like you could hear that and like you could hear like the fun that he put into this song too. You know?
It also feels like I think this is like a very good representation of how Toby's molding the line between spoof, satire, and serious. Because Undertale is a game that doesn't take itself seriously, but it also doesn't take itself seriously to the point where there's almost some disappointing payoffs. Like, you don't get the legendary artifact. There's a lot of stuff that is just played for jokes. And stuff like Enemy Approaching sort of leans into that. It's a goofy, non-serious song. Deltarune, this is still not too serious, but it's also a good song, like a genuine bop to listen to. It's like, we don't want to take it seriously, but this time we also want to impress you with it.
Yeah. And again, with like your point to how Enemy Approaching doesn't really take itself too seriously, that's why in core, Enemy Approaching doesn't play, it's just like the core thing.
Like literally when the mood's supposed to be serious, more serious, Toby takes it away. Which is also kind of funny because the entirety of core is like a reference to the Undersea Palace and Chrono Trigger, and the Undersea Palace works exactly like that. It drops the main battle theme for just the area theme.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good for Rootbuster. Rootbuster is attack. That's it.
Well, we did want to talk about the determination motif.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can talk about that for a second.
So, determination in Undertale. Okay, I'm gonna get into some Undertale geek talk here, but
yeah,
I don't feel like it represents actual determination, because there's some more fitting motifs that represent determination. Like when you hear Battle Against the True Hero, or like about the Earth Refused to Die, or the one used in an ending. We talked about it before. Those seem to represent like actual like persistence, determination, monsters refusing to let go. And with humans, it almost feels like that determination isn't representing the mood. They're like refusing to die, like refuse it, like that actual character trait of determination. It feels like it's
Yeah.
representing the power behind it.
True. Like humans don't really have to like try
Hmm.
to like be determined. They just are. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, with like the monsters, they actually have to put like the energy into like being determined.
With monsters, determination requires actual determination. With
Yeah.
humans, it's a power that they have. And it's sort of like almost like a bastardized version of like it mocks the monsters, what the monsters have to do. Like, look what they have to do to have a fraction of our power.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to get into is that determination has a very like big theme in Undertale is that determination has that power. With great power comes responsibility. Great responsibility. How are you going to use it? And so what I feel like when it's used in Deltarune, it's sort of like switching over to provide that question again. It's providing you that choice. Like, it's asking you, how are you going to use that power? Because the one thing in Deltarune Chapter 2, obviously there's Snowgrave and stuff, but the one thing that you can change in Deltarune Chapter 1, if you either have to run from the cascade of enemies after the king fight, or if everyone's calm afterwards and you can talk to them. That's the one thing you can change, and that changes based on depending on who you fight in battles.
Oh.
So the only thing that is affected by choice in Deltarune, that theme has determination in it.
This is okay. I want to talk about this actually gave me like a really cool like melodic like analysis that I can use. You know how like that part in the Rude Buster, it sounds like it's asking a question like da 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 da, like there's like the low and then the high as well. Like it's like two different paths that you can take, you know? That's really cool. I think that like that might not be like official stuff, but like the way that it's made is super cool.
The way you said that as well just immediately made me think of and it has a similar style. I want to talk about that actually. There's a certain structure of melody that Toby likes to use, a 4-measure structure that's used in different video game songs as well. It's not like it's unique to him, but it's one that he likes to use. A 4-melody structure that takes a melody, gives it 4 measures, and then repeats those 4 measures, and then leads into something different. And something Toby often does is have the first measure be something, second measure is a lead in from that something, third measure is the same as the first measure, and then fourth measure is something different.
Yeah.
And it can do that on a larger scale as well. That sort of represents that sort of question, doesn't it? Like what you were saying.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, oh yeah, you want to talk first?
No, I think it was like, what it was is, that's just a good structure in like making music in general. Is like you have like the it's like the same kind of structure in that as well. You have your first one and then the second one and then you go back to the first one and then you have your like lead into something else. But that's all I wanted to say.
Also, apparently MCC is live, which is I mean, I don't think I've even seen MCC 24, but like, slightly unfortunate. A lot of people are going to be watching that or whatever.
Oh yeah, wait. Is that the
Minecraft Championships? It's like a huge thing.
That's Grian. I used to watch Grian.
I started watching Grian again, and it's like, ooh, I like this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Empty Town?
Yeah, Empty Town. Waltz.
Yes, Waltz. It's fully a waltz now, and it's like, whoa, wait, what?
Yeah.
It sounds so simple too, but then you really take into account the fact that it almost sounds haunting.
It does. It's like empty, kind of. Like that you use this to advantage, like how like the empty town, and like the music is kind of empty also, you know?
Yeah, it's... I mean, the fact that it even changes when you get more people in the town is sort of just a representation of the loneliness of this place.
Yeah.
What?
I said yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I really like the harmonies in here. The harmonies are like kind of like what makes the song as well. Like you have your like this little bass part which is like do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do,
Yeah.
do, 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 do. That's so nice. Do, 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 do. Like all those like little things to add to like transition back into other things, and then the harmonies that just like fill just help the melody like have context to it. It's really cool. This is a really nice song. It's really simple.
Also, us arguing over Gaster's theme.
Geez, my autocorrect hates the word Gaster.
Apparently, someone mentioned here, something to note is after you save the first time, overwriting Chris's save file, the other save files are called empty and level 0. I think the town name changes to be the name of the save file. That might explain the name, empty town. So it's like, because it's before you've really asserted the town as your own.
Yeah.
But, one thing I did want to talk about, because this is really the only thing I have to say, you mentioned how, like, Rube Buster is asking the question with that structure style.
Yeah.
Right at the here, it comes down and ends on a note, a nice note, but then it leads into a further part. And this part here is like, it slightly doesn't resolve itself. Like, it lands on a resolving note, but the actual chord feels a bit off. It's sort of like asking you, you know, you've heard the, because it's used in the legend as well. It has the same style at the end of the legend. It's sort of asking you, what are you going to do about the prophecy?
Exactly, yeah. I like, because it's, it goes into a chord that actually isn't really in, like, the key. I've kind of played this on, what is it, the Chaos King. I learned it. The chord that doesn't fit into it is this one. And it resolves, but then this one isn't in it. Like, there's so many chords that he uses that aren't actually in the key at the end, which is like a bunch of just questions. Like, what are you gonna do with a prophecy? Like, how is it gonna turn out?
It's kind of like, your task has been laid before you, heroes. Do you take it?
Yeah.
Exactly. This mission is yours. Should you choose to take it? Whatever.
And then this harmony here, very good.
And this is what I mean by Toby, like, adding more genuine emotion to this. This song just paints a story all on its own of just a lonely town. All right, we ready to move on?
Yeah, weird bird. Let's go.
I love my comment here. Even the birds sing Gaster's theme, and then people got genuinely mad at me. And like, someone even went, I didn't notice that, thanks. And then I went, guys, this is a joke.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. No, that isn't Gaster's theme.
And you want to hear something really embarrassing?
What?
At the part I noted, I was like going through all the songs, and I sort of had this weird delusion that like every song in the soundtrack must have had Gaster's theme. It's like Toby seeding it throughout. But then I come to this song and like, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. This song doesn't have Gaster's theme. I think it was like 2 a.m. too. I was like about to head to bed. Like, I was looking through this, like, that doesn't make sense. This is just random bird noises. Then I went to 10, it's like, I mean, I guess that could be Gaster. No, what are you saying? That's stupid. What the? No, that's stupid. No, that's stupid. Like, I immediately, like, went, no, stupid, stop. like, I think I took Gaster's theme? No.
Gaster's theme? True.
Also, I love how this literally just goes weird bird. It's like, yeah, these are weird bird noises. Do what you will with it.
Yeah, I like how he like has bird noises in his like games, like with the in Undertale.
Mhm.
You have like the is this like an actual like I don't know where he got these sounds, but like he could edit like bird sounds and then like make it into this, or are these just Earthbound noises? I have no idea. Because he is known to use those.
I think a similar song is an Earthbound, but I think this is just made with sense.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think it's directly taken from anything. But yeah.
Fair enough.
It just kind of adds it, like, it's another sort of example of just, more slightly weird off themes to keep you on your toes. I don't know.
Yeah.
We spent too long on this. Let's go to the banger.
Yeah, all true. This is a banger.
I mean...
Also...
Yeah.
Like, he kind of used, like, the same thing of, like, the and then having the drop in chapter 2 as well, with, like, the banger theme. You know? Yeah. Oh. It's bold.
Yeah. It generally feels like Hopes and Dreams and A Cyber's World are just Toby flexing on us.
Yeah.
He's just sort of setting up, yeah, I'm gonna be dropping banger area themes, what you gonna do about it?
True, like, oh my... And then, so Don't Forget.
Yeah. I find it really interesting how Don't Forget is used so much less in Chapter 2. It's never used in any of the area themes like it is in Chapter 1.
Yeah. Wait.
Like, I'm wondering the significance of that. Because Don't Forget is, like, all we really know about it at this point is, like, it's sort of a main theme motif, but there's no real connections to anything specific behind it. But the fact that it's only used in Chapter 1 area theme sort of makes me wonder if there's, like, if it's supposed to be connecting to some sort of past here.
Yeah. Interesting. And then with his use of, like EQ, like taking out the bass or taking out the high stuff has gotten so good too. Like, this is actual like EDM artist stuff that you do.
Toby has mastered taking like a theme and adding suspense simply by like having stuff drop out and then leading into the next part.
Yeah, so you take out the bass and you can also like filter the theme a little bit, like the sound. You can take out like the bass of it and then have like the and then also another solo with like the saxophone. It's like having a random solo too.
So much jazz like style stuff, like just some different basic building blocks of jazz are used in these themes in Chapter 1.
I remember I said this one before and then you're like, nah fam. But like kind of like the same principle of this kind of what is it?
Yeah.
Can be like put in the bass of Rude Buster, like the
Wait, let me listen.
Like if you listen to the bass of Rude Buster, like the
It's similar.
I know. I know you were like, but
alright. I just find it really
I brought
interesting.
it up a while ago.
Yeah.
and you're like, I don't really see it, but
I just find it really interesting how the song's notable motifs are like exclusively like entire game encompassing motifs. Like Don't Forget, and then Snowy is just a theme from Undertale. Like the song makes itself feel grand. It's not self-contained in what it's trying to connect to.
am I an idiot? Wait, where's Snowy? Oh god.
Oh, right here.
Wait, am I? Wait. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me pull it up.
Dun, 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 dun. I guess that. Dun, 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 dun. I guess, yeah. Yeah. Like dun 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 dun.
Trondor debated me on this too, but I'm convinced that's Snowy.
Okay. You...
Especially since, like... Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, I actually don't think the second part, friendship motif, is used here, but I think that's all just Don't Forget.
Yeah, it's all from friendship right here. Not friendship, but don't forget.
Yeah.
Not forgetting. Yeah.
It's really weird calling it the friendship motif, because that's what it is at Undertale, but like then there's an actual song called Friendship.
Yeah.
In fact, Toby's made two different songs officially called Friendship.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I really like the...
Yeah, oh my god, I love that. It feels like chirping.
Yeah, it's so good. It sounds... What it makes me think of, it sounds like a disco. Like you'd hear that in like a disco theme. It's like I don't know why. But...
I'm trying to think of what this song like connects me to, and it just makes me think of like just a grand adventure.
Yeah, it sounds like the start of like. Have you heard the Insane in the Rain?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, that's I always hear like the
the fact that the song just flows so smoothly.
Yeah.
Also, it's really sad now because Insane in the Rain stopped doing cover music.
Yeah.
I mean, he's moved on to bigger and better things, but I'm still glad we have these.
Yeah.
And that cutout with everything, just the piano chords at the end there. So good.
Definitely. This is one of the, like, of course it's so good with like the bass. The bass in this is amazing. Like, oh, and then fanfit. Oh, did you go back to the other one?
Yeah, I went back
to
to
fine. If you go to the drop and listen to the bass in the drop, oh my god, I love the. It's like.
Yeah.
I made my own cover of this, and I think it was really good. It's mixed terribly, but I really analyzed all like the stuff that's going on in this song. There's just so much cool stuff happening.
I know.
Yeah. Also, the chord changes.
Yeah, it does. Like, Toby's been gotten a lot better at subtly changing the chords and having the background stuff accent the melody.
Yeah.
So good. And this violin here as well, just playing Don't Forget. Like, just giving you a full demo of it before leading back to the drop. So good.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I like how he uses the like in the with like the pizzicato strings. I think very nice.
Oh, I think that.
I think that's pretty good for hooks and
pizzicato.
strings. But wow, Such a good song.
So good. And it's kind of cool because it's just a generally feel-good song. We don't really know what Don't Forget connects it to. There's that bit of Snowy that kind of like, I think that's another retcon thing, sort of just making a more general forest theme.
Yeah.
Because that's used in Scarlet Forest as well. But I don't know, it's just a really well-made feel-good song.
Yeah. This is just like a oh, fanfare. What am I gonna?
Can I just say? Because actually, when there's another song that's used that I think I uploaded it myself because I didn't think anyone uploaded it. Car Joined is the like official file name of it, but it's used later. When did I?
Is that the one?
When did I upload it? I had it somewhere. It's like back in 20. Here it is.
Is that the one?
Yeah. I'm really mad this one's used for when Noelle joins the party with Chris. Because, like, it's such a good moment for Susie. And it's like after so much. And then it's like, Noelle casually joins the party. And it's like, played jokingly, too. I feel like fanfare would have been much better, especially since you could have made such a cute, cool meta joke of like Noelle being like, "What? What's that music?"
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, using the fanfare as well. Ba da ba ba da da.
Wait, you can cross out. Wait, you can cross out characters on YouTube? I never knew that was a thing. Wait, how did you do that? But how did I do that? Because that's the way you do it on Discord. No, that's not how you do it on YouTube. How did I do that?
Oh yeah, copy it. Wait, copy and paste. How did?
Yeah, no, it's generally YouTube thing. Wait, how do you do that? I'm gonna have to look that up later. I thought that wasn't a thing you could do.
Can you copy and paste that? No.
Well, if I copied it, it just shows up as normal text.
Oh.
So it means it's actually a YouTube added thing.
Interesting.
Weird.
I don't.
Yeah, I wonder how I did that.
Wow, you're surprising yourself.
Years later, I knew more about YouTube back in 2018. Apparently.
Maybe you have to copy the whole thing. I don't know.
Well, no, because if I do like this underscore, which makes it slanted, then I copy it. It appears as normal text. Which means that this was added, like, similar to that. I did some sort of characters to add that.
Okay, well,
Weird.
I am not sure.
What were we talking about again?
Noelle.
Yes. I don't know, I just think it's a cool theme. It's like, it wasn't even made for the game. It was from Rose of Winter. Like, Toby made it he made, like, a guest theme, I think, for fanfare and from Rose of Winter. And then he just reused it for this gag.
Yeah.
So he owns the rights to the song, which is why he could use it, I think. Susie walks from a distance that no one can tell she's associated.
That's actually like a funny joke.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when you don't want to be like, that's an actual thing where you in real life where you actually just like don't follow people or pretend to not follow, just so people don't think you're associated. Oh, that's such a good joke.
Are you okay, Jay?
What?
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 I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like an actual thing in real life, though.
All right, whatever you say. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. I think it's just cool. It's a good
Candy joined the party.
Yes.
Then we have Lantern, if we want to move on.
Oh yes, Lantern. It took me so long, and I'm mad I didn't realize this on my own. This is literally just Rude Buster.
It is. It's Rude Buster. The way I figured it out is I just sped it up.
Mm-hmm.
I just did some, let me see if I can find some secrets. Looks through the thing, speeds up every song. I'm like, Lantern sounds like something. What is it? I'm not sure.
And it's cool too because like it's a genuinely hard motif to find, but the motif's still there, recognizable, and yet the actual theme just sounds like completely different mood. Just sounds like a good shop theme for Sham.
Again, it's because Lantern is in 3/4, and then Rebuster's in 4/4. Also, it's the speed and stuff. But like this part right here, literally builds up so nicely.
It just feels so genuinely mysterious. Like mostly everything.
Like yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like it's also because of like the sound font as well. Like all those like sounds are really mysterious and they sound old and like I don't really know how to describe them. The sound fonts sound wise somehow, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's got this like ancient feeling to it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think it's also because of the those sleigh bells, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, they do give like a you know how some tribes they like ring a bell or like
the gong as well.
And, like, yeah, the gong. Yeah, just it really gives off that old like ancient feel.
It's got like that traditional Japanese vibe to it almost.
It does, yeah.
And also the waltz itself, I don't think like all waltzes are gonna connect to each other, but I do think it's interesting that it uses a waltz when Sham's the one who locked Jevil up, and the circus uses a waltz.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this 2 times speed just so people can hear the comparison.
Yeah, so people.
And right here. Oh no! What I guess So this part's determination again.
Yep.
I think that's really interesting because Sean has basically become the keeper sort of guy or the advisor guy for the secret bosses. And the secret bosses are again the one other optional thing. And they don't actually affect like the ending in Deltarune Chapter 1, but they're still clearly going to affect something. That choice is there.
Yeah.
So once again, determination connects to that choice those choices, secret bosses.
True. Yeah, you have Jevil, you have Spamton Neo, you have computer. I don't know how to say it.
Also, just the fact that it's Rubuster in general makes me think of like helps like fulfill that idea that he's like an old warrior.
Yeah, true.
Like it makes me feel like I'm like looking at a soldier, like someone who has fought before.
Yes. Oh wow, that's such a good. Oh, I like that. Yeah, because it's like the Rubuster's the battle theme, and so his shop theme has Rubuster because he's like fought before and stuff. Oh wow. I really like all these comparisons. But...
All right. So sad that the checkerboard just uses like I think it's clefs again.
Yeah.
Apparently that was actually gonna get a theme, and then Toby decided to scrap it because the checkerboard area was so short. I believe that actually
area is kind of short as well, so I don't know.
No. Well, the Cliffs theme is also short, but like I think the motifs. What was it? Unused Deltarune sounds, maybe? Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, that's a school.
Oh, this is the school. Yeah, it was used to...
But here. He's gonna get this theme.
I think I heard this, like, a little bit before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, want to move to I'm Very Bad?
Oh, I have something to say about this
All
one.
right, go ahead.
This is so. It's because you know how. This makes me laugh so hard. You know how Susie's theme has like the do 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lancer trying to be Susie, and it's like
I know.
so freaking bendy. It's so funny, dude.
Like, the fact that those melodies line up is a good connection in the first place, but the fact that it's this grungy, slightly out of tune guitar that is mimicking Susie's theme, making a mockery of it because Susie's trying to copy her, is just so cute.
It's so good. It's so freaking good, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude.
And then he's like, the bucket of blood. To clean up your blood, yes.
Yeah. Also, everyone talks about how the bucket is a Homestuck reference.
Wait, really? The bucket? I haven't gotten to that point in Homestuck, I don't think. Never realized that.
Do you I probably can't explain it.
Alright, fair enough.
I will say, like, one thing is that for trolls, bucket is kind of like a
Don't tell me it's like something they worship.
No.
Okay.
How do I say this? It's
Don't tell me it's something sexual.
a little bit.
Oh god.
It's,
Don't get me demonetized.
You're gonna get me demonetized. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. But that's what it was heavily implied in Homestuck.
Oh boy. Let's move on.
And so, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, check a dance.
Ooh.
Jackers. I love the percussion in this.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what this actually sounds like? Oh my god.
What?
Have you ever been to like a band room auxiliary? Like with the percussion closet and stuff?
Oh, I think I've done something like that in Samarano's band. Yeah.
It literally sounds like you go to the back of the percussion closet and you just find random things to play with.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, literally, like, the instruments here are a maraca. I can't remember what those spin things are called. Like,
oh, yeah, what are those called? I freaking don't know. I know what it is. It's like a spin and then it has a bunch of beads on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like the shaker thing. But...
Well, the shaker thing, but also like the actual like spin thing you can hear every once in a while.
Oh, the vibra slap?
The what?
The vibra slap? Is that what it is?
I'm not sure, but it's like the thing that's like sounds like you're spinning a pinwheel.
I think it's called a vibra slap. Let me look it up.
Oh, all right. Also, the Death by Glamour, I call them Death by Glamour because they were using Death by Glamour, but really they're just orchestral hits. it
yeah,
just...
you should look up a vibra slap. It's right. It's the one that I'm thinking about. Like, look up vibra slap or like videos of what a vibra slap sounds like. That's
Vibra slap. Oh, I've seen one of these before, I think we use it in the music.
This is exactly what it is. I am like
confident.
I'm confident that's what it is. It's like
beautiful. It takes the goofiest way possible. It's got that feeling of, we're not seriously doing this. Oh yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah, just such a silly song for like a fight. Oh my goodness.
It's a silly but also impactful song because it is a genuine fight.
Also, one time, I don't know if you saw this. I watched like Checker Dance, but it's a remix with drums. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I've seen that video.
Did you see my comment on it?
No, I have not.
Like,
Let me
Checker
search it
Dance
up.
with the remix. You have to check this out. This is so freaking stupid. It was
Checker
so funny,
Dance
dude.
with drums. Let me see.
I think I left a comment.
Drum
on it.
remix, this one?
I think it's that one, yeah. Yes. Check out
Yeah,
this
I've seen
comment. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, look at this. Listen to it in 75% speed.
Yeah, let me
it's
check.
like, this is what I was listening to. Like, I was listening to this like for 2 minutes.
That's oddly
until I
fitting.
realized-
Yeah, that's cool. But I think that helps emphasize the fact that it just feels like it's so energetic, but it just feels like a happy theme. It throws you into the chaos and says roll with it.
Exactly.
Also, this flute goes so hard. Like, I played this on my trumpet. It doesn't have all the same fingerings as flute, but I tried to play this on my trumpet. It's genuinely hard to play.
Yeah, that part sounds really hard.
Why did I even add that in here? It sounds nothing like the world evolving.
Wait, what?
Why did I even think that?
Nope, I have no idea how you came to that.
To media motifs responding, it sounds nothing like Gaster's themes. Me responding to him, yeah, agreed. Who is this wacko?
Oh my god.
I feel so, I like wear it as a badge now, but I feel so ashamed. I felt so ashamed.
No, it's fine. It's me when never mind, I have no idea.
I think there's like, oh wait, let me go back to the school theme as well, because I think it was like a point where media motifs, because I was defending myself, I wasn't being rude about it, I was just casually defending myself, but there's some people who were like being absolute jerks about it. I guess it's not on this, but there was like a song where like media motifs responds. Someone responded, pointing out that the motif's there, and I added it because oh yeah, the motif is there. And another person responded with a motif, and I was like, that clearly doesn't sound like it. The second person deleted their comment, so it sounded like I was responding to the first person.
Oh.
Media motifs then responds. So how I think I said it was like it sounds a bit too complicated to be what it is in there. Media motifs responds, how is so and so motive too complicated to be in there when it's clearly in there, but somehow Gaster's theme is in there, and it's like I would expect you to respond civilly, but you've made like, but you haven't been so with other comments or something. And I was like, but media motifs.
Oh,
I thought
no.
I thought we were friends. And like we're friendly now, but like it was like wait, and I like stepped back like wait, I didn't mean nothing. I meant no harm.
It was the YouTube's after me.
I mean, to be fair, it was like they're also apparently pulling it from other comments where stuff got heated, but it's like wait, I'll step back. This ain't even Gaster's theme. I was stumped.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Anyways, Quiet Autumn.
Yeah, Quiet Autumn. Nice.
Literally just what was it? Literally just Quiet Water 2.0.
It is. The thing I like about this song is it literally sounds like you're in a forest and you're meditating.
Mm-hmm. Like once again, especially the pan flute. I think that's his.
This.
Actually, no, I don't think that's a pan flute. I think that's it's a Japanese instrument, but again, makes me think of like traditional Japanese music.
Mm-hmm. And then I think it is the pan flute at the end right here, where it goes. Maybe, possibly.
Oh yeah, that's a pan flute.
Yeah.
Actually,
Right
that might be an
there.
ocarina.
I don't. But
Yeah,
I like these chimes.
the chimes are so good.
Oh.
And I've seen people compare this to Uwa. And to be fair, it does still make me think of Uwa. sort of on the fence for it now because it's also a motif used in Scarlet Forest.
Yeah, it's like. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da.
Oh, it goes like dun do da dun do da dun do da dun dun do da dun.
It has vibes, I guess.
Yeah, it's got a very similar feeling at least.
And then I really like the. Are there like shakers? Not shakers, but like it sounds like there's some kind of bells that are like ringing in here. Sounds like there is like some type of ringing bell at the end. It's like a ding or like.
Shaker. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
But it's like at the end. It's close. It sounds. Oh, is that it? Ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
sounds like a bell.
Triangle.
Yeah, a triangle. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, it's like a really small triangle. That sounds so nice.
I know. It like fills it out in this steady beat way. Yeah. We've hit 2 hours as well.
Oh god. Oh, we gotta zoom.
All right. No, let's not rush too much. But Scarlet Forest.
Yeah. Scarlet Forest is beautiful. Love this song.
Literally, just like it feels such out of Toby's style, but it fits so well. It's like Alice in Wonderland vibes.
Yeah, it's such Nutcracker vibes. I always called it. I always called it Nutcracker vibes. You know, this the more I think about this, is it's his style in like another kind of style, because this dun 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 dun, he's used that a bunch in other stuff too.
It just feels like Toby went for something traditionally orchestral.
Yeah, and it was amazing.
And it came out beautiful. Like, it makes me genuinely excited, especially with the teaser for Green Room, to hear what Toby's gonna do with Chapter 3, because the two chapters have very distinct styles, and Chapter 2 is like a cyber style that, you know, that's what he normally does. So it's gonna be interesting how Chapter 3, I think I'm predicting that it's gonna have a very old-timey, like early 20th century style, like 10s to 40s. I feel like that's what it's gonna have.
This is the part that I thought that I also agreed could be Gaster's theme right here, which was like the.
See, I don't think this is Gaster's theme anymore. I think this is the world revolving.
But I still think the world revolving has it.
Yeah, but I think this
has like the.
Yeah, like that part. This has that part in it from the world revolving right here. And once again, that's that melody I was talking about. The except it. Like, I really need to remember what that's called. We're gonna learn it in music theory, but.
A trill, I guess.
No, I'm talking about the note and then a part under it. The.
Oh.
Like the accented notes going up while there's a part in between it.
I see.
And once again, this part's snowy. Needs to don't forget.
That's the part that's in Hopes and Dreams. Field of Hopes and Dreams.
Which at least connects them, but I do think it's snowy still.
Oh, I love these like little, like how the song stacks on itself. It really builds. Like,
I think it's the echoing drums combined with the like genuinely natural sounding strings that help give it that musical vibe, Nutcracker vibe as you call it.
Oh yeah. Also go to like the beginning and listen to how like of these strings before like the build up with the melody. Listen to how like the melody like splits and then it like goes into two different directions and then just turns into like a whole like I don't know. I feel like it could be like a tree, like how the bass is like the root or like the what's that, the trunk of the tree, and then like the melodies are just branching off. Like right here, this is where it starts branching off.
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah.
And it just grows and grows, and it's like majestic. It's so good.
It feels like I'm watching like something on ice. Like it feels like there's different parts that are trying to grab my attention and doing different moves, but dancing together.
Yeah, like that's a good like ice skating.
Mm-hmm.
There are ice skaters in the thing too.
Yeah, it's cool.
Are those ice skaters? I don't know what they actually are.
Well, I think they're supposed to. I think they're supposed to be like twirling as if on ice, or at least dancing.
And then the timpani, boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Boom,
Yeah, the timpani really helps fill it out.
Boom, boom. Yeah, it's kind of like a march too. This kind of sounds like a march a little bit.
And I love how disconnected Susie and Lancer feel like it from it. It feels like you're going through like this beautiful world while just mucking around in it with friends.
Yeah. Also, there's like one harmony that I want to point out that I always listen to. It's in like the dun 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 dun, that part, but there's like this clarinet that goes where is it? Do 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 do. It like starts in the second part, but I like following it. It's like do 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 do. I don't know if you can hear that part, but
I can kind of.
yeah, it's like kind of in the middle. It's kind of in the lower end, but I really like following all the different parts like individually. He really just had to add everything to this song. Like he had to keep like the do 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 do, while like the other parts go do 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 dun 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 dun, all that part, and it's just all like it's all there, and you can listen to any part of it and have it like be the melody. That's what I really like about this stuff. It's just, oh my god.
I love the bit of "Don't Forget" at the end.
Oh, and like the and like with the
I'm with you in the dark.
Yeah, with like the piano going do 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 do, like with those chords, or not the chords, but they're like, I think, I don't know what, they're very close to each other, so it's kind of like tense a little bit. Those chords do 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 do.
Huh? It's almost a tritone. It's like what, half step off from a tritone.
Yeah, do 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 do. But it's real. I kind of took that idea and used it in my snowy theme, just going dun 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 dun. But because I really like it. But yeah,
it's cool.
I think that's good for the Scarlet Forest. It's just such a well orchestrated theme.
Only so much to say about it.
Yeah.
All right. So we are gonna be halfway through with this one.
I'm doing something right now.
Thrash Machine.
It'll only take like an hour, I think. If that's fine. Sorry, some people came in.
Oh, all right. How much time do you have?
I mean, like, I said an hour, but...
All right. Oh, we should be good. I don't know. Let's go.
Yeah, let's keep on going. Let's go. We can do it.
Oh, I want to talk about this actually, so you talk first.
Oh yeah. This is such funny. This is so silly. I don't really have too much to say about this one. It really just does sound like kind of elevator music-y, just like a tutorial, you know?
It feels like I'm in an art gallery to me.
Really?
Or like almost like a Nintendo, like just happy theme, but the whole Thrash Machine designing section is so cute.
Yeah, the machine design.
But there's something I want to talk about here.
Okay.
First of all, two things. Just how this Thrash Machine returns in Chapter 2. This returns for being used for its pronounced roles in Acid Tunnel of Love.
Yeah.
Those sections have no connection at all to Lancer. I think that this motif has gone from positive, cute, stupidly elegant Lancer's theme, like major stupidly elegant Lancer's theme. I think it's been transformed from that to the actual Thrash Machine's theme. Just the way it's used in a Thrash Machine related area is just such a cool development of the motif.
Yeah, and it's used in the Acid River. Yeah.
But there's also one more thing I want to talk about here. And we'll get to Lost Girl in Chapter 2, but this part right here.
Dun, 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 dun.
That part is used in Lost Girl.
Let me think. I can't remember. Wait. It's
at like
oh yeah. You're right. Wait. What the heck?
and it kind of somewhat sounds like Don't Forget. I don't think that's intentional, but I think the fact that it's used here kind of is trying to hint at the fact that it might be the new friendship motif. Like, it might be the new bonding motif, because this is, you know, just a fun bonding sort of thing with Lancer, making the whole thing, having fun with him. And then it's used later in a genuinely emotional song that isn't connected to Lancer. So I think it's trying to hint that this could be the friendship motif.
Yeah. Wait, so let me think. Because that's not in Lancer at all.
That's like the one part that's not part of Lancer's theme.
Squidward's art gallery.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Alright,
versus we're pretty good to move on. Because,
fortunately, the next few songs, save for some specific ones, are pretty quick to go through. But,
yeah.
Versus Lancer.
Gosh, I love this song.
Like, taking a swing theme and then turning it into straight 4/4 time, and then making it this cool. Like, this energetic still.
I like the stuff in the background really makes this. Like, listen to this. You know what this reminds me of? It always reminded me, like, Ratatouille. If you know, like, the Ratatouille.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Like, the whole, like, just sort of... Because those parts here, the none of those actually are fit into the key that well, or, like, at least harmonize with the melody that well. They just kind of go off and do their own thing. And it feels so ridiculous. It feels like, you know, it could be like a rat skittering around. Or it just could be crazy energetic boy.
I just really like the energy of, like, the background too of that stuff. Oh.
It feels once again like a Team Rocket battle.
Yeah, it really does.
Someone's mentioned that this sounds like the beginning of Metal Crusher, the put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up. I don't think it is. I don't think there'd be any reason to connect Metal Crusher to here, but I can see how it's sort of got like a similar rhythmic style.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh no, I'm thinking about more the sound like like that.
I guess, yeah.
Did I ever mention to you that I thought the beginning of Metal Crusher was used at the end of Death by Glamour?
It is.
Yeah. Like the synth that pops off at the end of Death by Glamour literally plays the Metal Crusher motif. Like the very start of Metal Crusher.
Yeah, it's like
I think at some point I considered making a remix of Death by Glamour because I thought it'd be really cool if one
and then yeah.
Metal Crusher is such a good song. Metal Crusher is the one Undertale theme that I feel like started the show that Toby was more trying to do more with his motifs. Because it goes off so hard, and I think it's supposed to be a remix of its Showtime as well, but it's so disconnected that you can just tell it's there if you really look, but it still does its own thing.
Yeah, I really just have I can barely even tell if it is, but
I really wish Toby did more with motifs like that. I'm so excited for Deltarune. Yeah, this ain't the Undertale podcast. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Let's move on.
But the Lancer.
Oh yeah.
Again, it has the Lancer has Flowey in the bass.
I mean, like, I think that's sort of a Gaster's theme or Waltz thing where it's like, yeah, that's there, but it's like a normal music thing.
Yeah. I know. We talked about that.
Yeah.
How it's like.
I love the energy of this thing. I mean, have you ever seen the Speed of Sound remix of this? Yeah, like that genuinely feels like a tradition where you just got launched into like Sugar Rush hyperspace.
Yeah, and it's like just the energy in this song.
Yeah,
so good,
so goofy.
I really like the kind of like wavy like
yeah,
this part.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it feels like I like died in Pac-Man or something.
You know what? It reminds me of jazz hands, like
I can see that. That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I had else to say.
All right, basement.
We can go to the. This is the first time we hear the castle theme, I think.
Mm-hmm. Card Castle.
With this like low bass.
Mm-hmm. It's just so menacing.
It is.
Like, it feels like a genuine dungeon theme.
It does. It's like with like the low roar. Like what is like locked in here, you know? Like,
and it's a really fitting setup too for what's about to go down with Susie and Lancer. All right, anything else to say, or just it's Card Castle?
I don't really have anything else.
Yeah,
it's just Card Castle, spooky low piano note.
All right, it's time for imminent death.
This song actually unironically slaps. This song actually just I love it.
Like I'm pretty sure this is a tritone right there, and then it.
I don't think so.
It's not.
Is it? What I thought it's a half tone or a half step.
I thought it was a tritone, but maybe you're right. I don't know.
Maybe the what is it called? The guitar is like kind of obfuscating what it is, but I really think it's a half step.
I love how you can actually kind of hear like the click in the strings of the guitar as well, like in there. Like you can hear that little peak there. It sounds like so genuine guitar.
Yeah, and it sounds like anger, just like. like with the
Yeah. Yeah. Like it feels like I'm really sad we didn't get any new Susie songs in Chapter 2 because I'm excited to see, because guitar seems to be her instrument.
Yeah. Susie is 5 miles away
Yes.
from your location and is rapidly approaching.
Start running.
Start running. Yeah. But I think it's a half step. Could be wrong.
All right.
I'm gonna be on team half step.
Actually, yeah. If it would have been like dun, if it was tritone, it would have been dun 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 dun. Yeah, it would have been a bit higher if that was a tritone, I think.
Yeah. And then the your, I'm gonna call it the Your Best Nightmare motif. I don't know what else to call it.
I call it You Idiot because it's the main part of You Idiot.
Yeah. Do you not hear me?
Yes. Like her slamming down her axe and this starting to play is just oh shit.
You know like the look of when like a guitarist goes up and like has the pick and just goes right down through the guitar.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what this is like reminding me of. Just
it sort of gives me almost a nails on the chalkboard theme feeling too, with those. They just, it's genuine horror theme.
Yeah, it is. But it's just such a good theme.
All right, ready for an absolute banger?
True. Gosh dang, I'm ready. You can hear, if you're wearing headphones on this, like just the weirdness that he put on the mix. Just like going around your head. Like,
it's called panning.
Yeah, the panning on it. But it's like not full panning. It's like
it's almost like half, like wiggles.
Yeah. And then right here is when all of it comes in and no panning at all. It's just boom, just right there.
Like I love how much of a traditional rock song this feels like, because it just feels like letting everything out.
Exactly. Oh. Maybe, and I also like how, this is kind of like a story element, but I think I was thinking about like how it plays out, where Susie's like, where Lancer's like, yeah, I kept you locked away here forever, and then Susie's like, yeah, I get it. Like, she kind of seems like she's gonna be like, oh, wow, I actually understand, like, why you did this. And then Lance is like, you do? Like, he was like, huh, wait, maybe. And then it's like the classic turnaround where it's like, who would want to be my friend anyway? And then and then Lance is like, no, that's not. And then it's like, oh, the story of like that is so good.
I love how it starts off reserved, like almost like a just business feeling to it. But then it just comes in here and like Susie's just letting it all out.
Yeah. And then like the part where it actually has her theme, like the da 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 da.
Like right at the end part there. It feels so genuinely tragic, this theme.
Yeah.
Like it's a story of betrayal, but it almost feels like Susie's the traitor in this one. Like reminiscing on what could have been. And it can be it, but
like it could be like, because a lot of like these kind of emotions come out like based on like what happened to you before, you know? Like that's gonna be super interesting. Like maybe Susie like had somebody who really betrayed her, and like that's why she like lashed out at this moment.
I always interpreted it as just Susie has always been that outcast at school, so she sort of resigned to herself as being the bully.
Maybe.
And one time she lets down her walls, has a bit of hope of getting a friend. Suddenly she feels like she's been betrayed. And it's like it was too good to be true.
It could be interesting if it happened to like her before, and but yeah, because that's usually what I've learned, that how like this how outlashes like that happen, but it's just all speculation from me for now. We don't really know too much about Susie yet. So,
have you ever heard "Make the Change" from Steven Universe, the movie?
No, I haven't.
You know none of the references I'm making. I'm so sad.
I know. I don't. I'm not. I'm not a media consumer.
Well, okay. So this first part here, like this part, feels like the reserved part, but then you hear "You Idiot" coming in, and then it comes in here, and it's just fully "You Idiot," but all of it is menacing.
Yeah.
It all feels like genuine, just fighting, like terrifying. But then you get to this part here, and everything builds up into a more emotional feeling, like right here. With Susie's theme. Like, you can even hear the piano chords.
Yeah, the piano chords are like,
It sounds like
pain.
starting to reach out that pained part of Susie. It's almost like the part of the song where instead of going just like absolute scary wailing, it's like that bit of hope in there.
It's a little bit of like, I don't really know how to explain.
Like the human in
like
Susie.
Feeling. It's like super emotional.
It like makes me think if like in a different situation Susie would start crying at this part.
Yeah, but like that's not like what she does. It's not like how she handles emotion. She just like kind of lashes out, and that's what that song is. Oh my gosh, it's super, like when you actually break it down, like the song is super emotional. Like holy crap.
Also, this right here, this drop is so good. I love listening to it. The way it goes from grungy guitar to actually picking at the strings and then turning around.
Yeah.
Just love that. I love that.
Who's the person who does all the metal guitar covers? Is that I don't remember what it was, like Richard G? I don't know.
Richard EB.
Richard EB, yeah, true.
Actually, I think he released the pronunciation. It's like Richard.
Like,
yeah.
Like does it really well.
I know. I love that. It literally
also,
just. Oh.
No, I was about to say like the title of like versus Susie, kind of funny, because it's like it's Lancer. I also did like the thing where I said it could be the player, like because sometimes when people fight Lancer, everyone thinks to hurt the heart and try to stop Susie like that.
Yeah.
So that's a way to like battle Susie in a way, but in the end it doesn't work because Lancer pulls a Ethereal.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like Susie's the villain in this scene. Susie's being painted as the villain in the scene. You're fighting Susie. You're trying to be on Lancer's side.
Yeah.
And also one thing I found funny about the titles, I wonder if Toby tried to like form some thematic connection between versus Lancer and versus Susie. Like these two fight themes, just couldn't really think of anything, so he just added verses to the beginning of them.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of all else. What were you gonna say about like the guitar? I don't.
It just sounds like someone actually playing the guitar, and it sounds like a genuinely tragic, like someone's just having a breakdown in guitar form.
Yeah. Wow. This is like breakdown music.
Yeah. All right. Wanna move on?
Card Castle.
Let's just let the song finish out. Let it move in.
Okay, you're right.
It sounds so sassy too. Alright.
Then we have the Card Castle theme where like the
I think I still hold on to the background. Like, it's pretty simple. I think I still hold on to it sounding a bit like Gaster's theme. But I'm not gonna like assert that the motif's there.
Okay. I'll try to listen.
Like, when it gets to 30. I think it's just fitting because of the king's connection to the knight, but I don't know.
Wait.
The bass here.
Oh, I see. Like do 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 do. I also like how lonely this sounds, but it's also really complicated. Like like in the middle of the song, there's so many layers that are happening. There's like the do 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 do. It's actually super layered. Like
it makes me think of like the Zelda dungeons. Like and like an actual like the DS Zelda games, it's structured very similar to how the actual like not the song but the area is structured very similar to it. And this sort of has like that traditional Nintendo like empty area sort of feeling.
Yeah, and all black and white too.
And apparently the black and white thing, people have noted that looks very much like Castle Black from Super Paper Mario.
Oh.
Yeah, Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, and also I like the joke where you see like the diamond on the wall and it's like, it's a family portrait.
Yeah, I'd like the rooms being based off of the different enemies, like this is the enemy headquarters is cool too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a funny difference between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, because in Chapter 2, all the enemies are just kind of vibing throughout Cyberworld, with only really the wire-wires and swatchlings being employed to fight you. But in Deltarune Chapter 1, it's like legitimately you're fighting in a war.
Yeah.
And there's one more thing. Oh yeah, it's also funny how, if this was a reference to Castle Black, it's very funny. Also, like, the Lancer's theme here kind of sounds similar to a part in Castle Black. Like, let me pull that song up, actually. And then it's funny how then Queen's Chair in Deltarune Chapter 2 is very similar to the Shroob Queen's Chair in Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I'm a very big Mario and Luigi nerd.
Yeah, I'm...
This is Castle Black. Like that bit there. Sounds very similar to me to the Lancer's theme. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to look into those.
It's got a very Game Boy feeling in it in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, the actual motifs, I mean, it's the basement / Chaos King, and then it goes into Lancer. Which is like a good foreshadowing of the dad as well. Like how the dad uses the same feeling as Lancer, so it's more just the general Spade theme. Which kind of makes sense, because I talked about how the second part of Lancer's theme always felt like the more energetic part.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like the difference between him and his dad.
Yeah, like the and the first part is more like it kind of goes down too.
Yeah. Oh, and there's one more thing. I always thought there'd be a really good, like, I've never really gotten into music nor gotten into making music nor had the time to ever put this together. But Chrono Trigger, what was it called? Tyranno Castle. Tyranno Lair. Where's the original? I guess it's the original one. So I always thought this would make a very good Sylvagunner rip with Tyranno Lair.
Hey.
Like, this could be Chaos King. But then it comes into but then this part. Like that. Imagine that, but.
Yeah.
And there's like a part right here. Like this part. Sounds like it could be like. I've always wanted to put that together, but yeah. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't really have anything. I just wanted to talk about how actual like what is it called? Complicated the song is with all the harmonies going on back. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very subtle. It like feels menacing in that almost.
Mm-hmm. Because it's so empty, but also like so like complicated.
Like it keeps you like it makes you hold your breath almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like the doot doot doot.
Doot doot. Yep.
All right, rolls card.
True. Let's go.
The boy, the man, the Tumblr sexy man.
Himself. This man.
I love the fact that he actually got a fight in chapter 2, and it was still the most ridiculous thing.
It's so funny how like rules card, you know, like when you get a card deck and then you have the rules card, you're like, oh, let's just throw this out.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny like connection to Jevil as well, because Jevil is he's the card that's the Joker card in a deck of cards is the most powerful card, but it's also often never used in the game because of that. So he's thrown out of the game, but also made the hardest boss.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, with rules card, it's the card you read, but it has no power in the game. So he's literally just he's all talk, no bark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and god damn it, I'm making fucking mac and cheese and you can't stop me. Nobody's gonna stop me or something.
Why can't I stop it saying this?
What?
The comment.
Oh yeah.
Why can't I stop it saying it? But yeah, I like when he's announcing like the final battle and he's like, whatever this thing is.
Yeah. Rules card is just the most ridiculous man, and we love him for it.
Yeah.
But also, I love how like dramatic this song is, and it's fitting for Rules card because it's got like the what are they called? The like what is it called? I can never remember what it's called. I keep trying to find ways.
Is it called ostinato? I don't know.
No, it's starts with the C, I think. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about in there. Like that royal feeling. And it sounds like a thing that fits. Oh.
You mean like the
harpsichord.
Harpsichord.
Yeah, that's it. Like it's a fitting theme for him, but it's much more it's so dramatic, and you think it's gonna be hard, and then just immediate cut out when he goes when you meet the puzzle.
This is the music that he thinks of himself as.
Yeah, exactly. It's fitting for his ego, but not fitting for the scene.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love how it plays. It plays faster the second time you encounter his puzzle too.
Yeah.
It's like he's more panicked.
This is so good, yeah.
It's beautiful. And the orchestral hits as well. Alright. April 2012.
This is just a bop.
This is such a weird song. And one thing I noted, because I noted it in here, this has a very similar, like, what is it called? Modulation. Like, its set of modulation is exactly copies Another Hymn. Actually, I should probably put that instead of Gaster's theme. It copies Another Hymn. The modulation of the melody, high pitched looping, follows.
And then it goes down.
Another Hymn, exactly.
And then it goes down again. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it called April 2012?
Oh, I actually heard a theory about this. That it's believed that based on Toby's old tweets, when he made a tweet one time, I think back in 2013, where he was talking about Omori, like when Omori was first teased, where he said that a friend of his was making a game very similar to an idea he had. Like, I can't remember what the tweet exactly was. I think that was after he started working on Undertale, like after he made the Kickstarter and he was talking about working on Undertale. But he said that someone's making a very similar game to his, and there's a theory that April 2012, that month, was when Toby first had the idea for Deltarune. Like, first had the dream about Deltarune. Because I think that's what he said at once. The basic idea of Deltarune, the original idea for it, came from a dream.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is theorized to be when Toby first had that idea. Which is so weird, because it's just a random theme you can find in a little party.
Yeah.
It was 2014. What? No, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Gold Boy. Alright, Hip Shop.
Yeah, let's go to Hip Shop. This song is so smooth.
It is no right to go this hard. Like, Toby just made some genuine lo-fi.
That bass, where the bass hits, like, pay attention to that because that's where the groove comes in. It's like,
Oh, it's got that, like, big crushed feeling to it, too. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but the little brung.
Oh, what are those called? Those are called, gosh dang.
What?
I literally can't remember what
Oh.
they're called.
I saw that, like, notated once, too, and I can't forget it. I remember
It's
what
like
it
the
is.
squiggle. You, like, when you have, like, the squiggle on the chords. What are those called?
Yeah. I think I thought this part sounded similar to Nightmare Night or World Revolving. I think that's a stretch at this point, actually.
Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like freaking it's raining somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, the beginning part of it. But I'm talking about the actual main melody of it. Like the bum 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 bam bum. There's bells too, or the chimes.
Yeah. Oh my god, those are legendary.
Like, after the ridiculousness that it was Wolves, I was not expecting him to be this chill in his shop.
I'm literally gonna find what these are called.
But yeah, Green Room's a remix of this as well.
Lines? No, they're not called lines.
You're actually finding it, yeah.
I'm literally looking for what it's called.
I love that it's used in Chapter 2 as well for Swatch, because it's so much more fitting for Swatch as well, because he just is that. He is that glamorous boy.
True.
This is just the essence of come and relax.
Yeah. Have you? Oh my gosh, no! I don't know if I can talk about it right now.
What?
I'll maybe talk about everything later. It's a little bit sad. I'll bring it up after.
Oh, alright. Is it something about in game or like real life?
Real life.
Oh, alright. Like after the stream?
Yeah.
All right.
Just send it. Actually, wait. No, I'll see if I can find the video. But
All right.
you might know if I say like somebody's particular reaction to this song was like so amazing.
I'll check it out after.
Yeah. Bless you. Okay.
Right. So the viewers are just gonna hear silence and then bless you.
Bless you.
All right.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah. No, I don't really have anything else to say except this song is just lo-fi.
All right.
Literally.
The final songs now. Gallery, first of all. I wonder if Gallery... My theory for the name of the song is that it's just going to be used before every final boss battle. Like each chapter.
Wow.
So I'm thinking that if there's ever like a boss rush or something, or just called Gallery because it's going to be a gallery of different enemies. Or maybe it's talking about... Okay, so you know the chess theory?
Yeah.
That each final boss is going to be like a chess piece based. I wonder if it's like somehow referring to that, like a gallery of chess pieces. That'd be interesting.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Gallery.
Also, this almost sounds like Gaster's theme, but maybe. I don't know. It's kind of eh. I don't know. It follows the chord structure, but other than that, it's pretty messy of a song, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
Alright.
Yeah,
Chaos King.
Chaos King, let's go.
This bass.
To be honest, I actually didn't notice that this music slapped until like halfway I was like into like listening to this. I was like, wait, what? When did this happen?
Like, oh, like the tom breakdown here. Love that.
Yes, yeah.
And the guitar. Like the Nintendo like Mario World, I think it is. But this guitar. Ooh. Oh, and these
sounds like it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like it's like reverse. It's like
these here actually sound like, it makes me think so much of Versus Lancer.
Yeah.
It's like almost like taking that playful feeling of it and making it scary now.
Yeah. Of course, you have like the chaos, the card castle theme, and then you have Lancer's theme, which is like now taken into like this going lower and lower.
Yeah.
It's like, and then it has like chorus coming in right now. You have the
also the guitar here is exactly the same, is the same as how it is in Card Castle, but except it's swung now. So in Card Castle it's do 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 do, but do 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 do, and now it's your da 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 da. So it's like swung now.
Yeah. And then you have
the legend. That feels so climactic. Like, oh my god. Like this is
goes hard there.
Yes.
Like what?
Like I know. Like the song just is like, it moves so fast, but it's like carries that weight with it too. I love that zip there. And then the yeah.
Gosh dang.
And I did want to talk about the Lancer's theme right here.
Yep.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah, just cutting it off, like
yeah.
Not cutting off, but having those spaces.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels almost like I'm like jiggling the I don't know what it's exactly called, but like jiggling that thing on a guitar in Guitar Hero.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
The legend, this doesn't even like sound like a Toby Fox thing, this legend part. This generally just sounds like taking back the beginning theme and using it in the final boss theme in any like RPG game. That just sounds so good.
Oh, and remember how we talked about how like it's like a question, like the end of the legend is kind of like a question. The king is like repeating that question over and over, going higher and higher, and like at the end it's like.
And then right here,
and like it's kind of like like kind of taunting you with that question, which is like, are you sure about this? Because like there are people who like I don't know, want to stop you and stuff.
But it kind of makes me think of to my people I am a hero, to you I am the bad guy. It almost feels like he's sort of answering that question to you. I'm the bad guy, go ahead and just try to kill me.
Yeah.
And like, because like at the very end here, when it goes into the weird chord right here and then descends still, it's sort of like showing I made my choice.
Yeah.
To be that bad guy. Yeah, I know. That's so good.
I don't really have anything else. It's just this is a banger song.
Also, I think where is it? It was somewhere here. Oh, is it not here anymore? It was pinned at some point, I think, but there was like a. Oh, maybe it was on Lancer's theme. There was this one person called Sans that used to be more popular. They made animations and like made like some Ask Undertale stuff, but
This
is their channel
sounds awesome.
Is their channel still around? They had like a comment that was hard to hear called like All Hail the Lancer Fan Club. Oh, here it is. Who else is a part of the Lancer Fan Club? And then on Chaos King, I believe they had like a comment here calling it the new Megalovania. I don't know, and it became here it is, the new Megalovania. And it does like a common sentiment for a while, I think.
But yeah.
Alright, is that good for Chaos King?
I think it is.
Alright, Darkness Falls. I love this song. Actually, you know what? No, not the Chase isn't the most underrated. Darkness Falls is the most underrated.
Yeah, this is an underrated song, and I like how it's used in Chapter 2. Not the song like actually, but it's like it's like a remix of it.
Which is really interesting. Like the fact that Rude Buster wasn't remixed, but the death theme was changed. I wonder if that's going to be a permanent change, or if they're gonna sync Chapter 1 up with that once they release the full thing. It's weird. There's this one part right here. Right here. The big crush synth's coming in. Oh, that bass just resonates so well. Oh, I love that so much.
And then, of course, there's like the Gaster theme.
The reason it's so underrated too is because it only plays if you choose no to Gaster's question of do you wish to continue, and it just play the song and then the game would crash. Which means this is supposed to be like a genuinely emotional song about the end of the world.
Oh my god.
Like it literally goes then the world is covered in darkness, and it says sort of just a song listening, reflecting back on you pulling away here. Like what that means for the world.
Wow.
And this sounds like Gaster's theme almost, but like it's like maybe. But the actual like,
why? I don't know why it's so like hopeful still though. Or it's like that you come to terms with like the world actually being gone.
yeah, it feels like a song of acceptance.
Yeah, kind of. That's really true. It's like accepting that like you actually just let the world go.
Which is oddly fitting too, because it's sort of like the fact that Chris is being controlled by us. It sort of makes you wonder: was it worth it? Was it worth it to free Chris, or is it worth it to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's not that much to analyze in this song. It's just so good.
Yeah. I like that, like the key changes in this song too. Like the chords, very nice. Like,
I think that yeah.
from here to here, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah. And I don't know, the feeling of this empty, I don't think it's a piano, I think it's a specific FL Studio instrument. But it genuinely feels like I'm just floating in the void, you know? Just nothing there. Like imagine like you're in space, listen to this play, and then when it gets to like, and when it gets to here, you're like looking at Earth, and Earth, like right here, or like Earth of the sun just blows up. Like that's what it makes me think of.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Just like feels like watching the end.
Yep. Wow. Yep. Oh wow.
Oh boy, you see what's next?
What is this?
It's Jevil time, baby.
Oh, let's go. The circus.
The circus. Okay, so I have a lot to talk about with this song. That's the world revolving.
Yep, that's the. Yeah.
Hey, Chrissy, want a balloon? Oh, actually, oh wait, you're not gonna be able to hear it because it's not gonna be through Discord. But I don't know. If you go to this part in the stream afterwards, I have like this really good Jevil filter.
Okay.
So it's like my normal bit crush for Spamton combined with Jevil.
Yeah.
Hey, Chrissy, you want a balloon? Chaos, chaos, I can do anything.
Okay, just go listen to that afterwards.
Yeah, I will.
Alright, back to the song. What was I doing? Yeah, alright. Uh-oh, my cursor's gone. Wait, what happened to my cursor?
It kind of works. I just popped in right now. I just didn't want.
Where's my cursor gone? Oh, there it is.
I heard it.
Yeah, alright. Sorry. Trying to get my cursor back. But yeah, it sounds so good to me.
Oh yeah, and then the obvious ties to chapter 2. Like with dial tone as well. What the heck?
Yeah, okay. Here's the connection to dial tone. You see, I'm gonna skip ahead slightly to a town called Hometown. So something people noticed a lot when Deltarune Chapter 1 first came out. This sounds happy, but like, it's weird how it's just piano here until it leads into the main part. This, like the actual chimes in here, line up perfectly with the circus. And people were confused by what that meant. And now both of those line up with dial tone.
Yeah.
So you know what I think? I think this is supposed to represent the shadow crystals. Like a melodic representation of the fact that these guys are the one dark world connection to the real world, that have seen the real world.
Okay.
In the same way they've seen the real world, their melody reflects the real world.
Yeah.
Just so cool. And of course, the piano, like right here. Is from the world revolving / Nightmare Night. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also like how the main instrument is it's like a circus player piano, but the one with the pipes in it. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's literally like a circus instrument.
Is it like a piano thing?
Yeah, I've seen them before. It's like a player piano, so you know what those look like? Like the one with the tape.
With the
tape that feeds through, and it plays on its own.
I'm not sure about that, actually.
Let me show you. No, not play piano, player piano.
I mean, yeah, they play itself, but...
Like that. They got the tape.
I was talking about the... Bum, 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 bum. Like, it's kind of like the wind instrument.
Well, yeah, but there's a player piano for circuses that, Oh, here's a good one. They look like this.
Yeah.
Or like,
Oh, that's
even
nice.
this more accurately.
Yeah, it does look super circusy.
Like, I saw this actually, I saw one of those in person once at a carnival, and it looked like that.
The pan flute? Yeah, the flute kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't think that's a pan flute, though. It sounds a bit too airy. But yeah.
Yeah, it's super airy.
So creepy.
Or it just could be like the effects that he put on it to make it
Maybe.
big.
I don't
It's
know.
like supposed to be like a dungeon.
I think the fact that it sounds like an actual circus thing, though, that I've heard.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's really cool.
Are you ready? For
Chaos, chaos.
Yeah. And then of course, like the chase one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
We are number one. Hey. Rest in peace, Robbie Rotten. But yeah, this... Dude, Toby did not hold himself back for this. Holy crap. Like the, in the background, they're like...
Yeah, you can hear it go from like one ear to the other. Like...
Like, what is the BPM of the songs? It goes so fast.
Oh, wait. Let me see. Okay, if you're counting that this is like, you know how usually when you tell BPM, you go off of like the snare and bass. This probably isn't double time, so I'm gonna say it's like.
Yeah. I'm basing it off of the bass piano that's playing once per beat.
Because if this was actually in single time or 4/4, it would be going this fast.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna say it's going in double time.
Yeah. That sounds like 180 to me.
Yeah, no, it is around 180. So let's just double it. Let's say this is 360 BPM.
Yeah, this song is crazy.
Well, let's just say it's 360, just for the fun, you know?
Sure. And like, okay, so there's the cool parts in here. There's these parts that sound like the chase or the Nightmare Night. But then there's this part right here. Oh, and I think pointed out that specifically only that when it does that Nightmare Night part, the bass piano completely switches to, which sounds like Gaster's theme to me.
I'm gonna play 360 BPM.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they still do this, but
Like pulling out a metronome.
I just did, yeah. That's it might be faster, but
Play it. Is that the metronome?
no, that's me.
Can you play like the actual metronome?
Let's see. I'm gonna look up 360 BPM.
Okay. I guess I could play it myself actually.
Yeah, you can do it yourself. It's probably gonna be 360. Look up 360 BPM. It's gonna be great.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a bit slow, actually.
Oh, 360? Really? How
Yeah.
was I 400?
Let's try. Yeah, let's try 400 BPM. Oh, that's a bit fast. Let's try 380. Let's try 380.
Yeah. This is fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect, yeah.
That's literally 380. Wait. $380 confirmed.
So that would mean it's like 190 if it was in double time. If it's in double time.
Really? 190?
Yeah, half 380, isn't that 190?
I might be dumb.
Did-
380.
100 plus 100 is 200. 80 plus or 90 plus 90 is
Oh,
8.
you're right.
Yeah.
I don't take math this year.
Okay. Jay, are you good?
No.
Yeah, but yeah, that's perfect. We got that perfect. Nice.
That's literally perfect. Okay, 380 confirmed. Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah. There's other stuff. This part cool as well. I saw someone like the man on the internet cover how this parody Don't Forget, because Don't Forget is used a lot in this. I think like right here especially.
Yeah, right here.
I'm with you in the dark. I'm with you in the dark. Yeah. Also, I love how this part just like repeats like 5 times, but keeps building everything in background like it's like slowly going insane.
Yeah. It's not 195. It's 180. Right?
Yeah, it should be 190.
No, it's 190. That's what I meant.
Yeah. What's Big Shots BPM? We'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah.
Already a bit over, but whatever. We only got like the town songs after this.
Yeah.
But what else did I want to look? Oh right, the yeah, that's straight up like the circus and Nightmare Night. Like that's straight up like the door, all of those.
Yeah. I still think that sounds more like the legend, the Nightmare Night that you just played. Sounds like do da 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 da.
Well, here's the thing, almost like this motif for me sounds like it gets the second half of that Nightmare Night motif right, but the legend gets the first half of that Nightmare Night motif right. So it feels like, almost like split to me. Like I can't tell which fits better, or if they're supposed to both be it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I see.
And yeah, also wanted to talk about the fact that it's something I discussed with you. The fact that Jevil goes,
I can do anything.
like
Yeah.
that's literally him. That's literally him like telling the truth. Like not literally anything, but he can do any card attack. He can do spades,
Yeah,
diamonds,
yeah.
heart, or
He's the
Or spade
Joker.
clubs.
He, like can beat any card and do
Mhm.
anything. Yeah.
which is again to me why I think he says like everything's a game. He's not talking about Deltarune being a game. He's talking about how everyone there is a toy, and he's part of
Yeah,
cards because by getting the Shadow Crystal, he wasn't like shown some like truth about the greater truth of the game. He was simply shown what he is, what object he's supposed to represent. And so he found out just how powerful he is. So, you know, why be the court jester when really it's a game, nothing matters, and you can kill everyone?
True. And that's how the Sham was able to stop him, because Sham is not part of the game. He's a
Exactly.
toy.
Exactly. He's just stuffed toy guy that's there. Which is also, I want to see what lore there is behind Sham, because Sham is interesting in the fact, like, that they're the only one that doesn't seem to belong. And then the fact that they know that much stuff about the secret bosses and whatever.
Yeah. Maybe Sham was like I don't know. I'm not sure. I was gonna say something like a lot of speculation.
Mm-hmm. I love the bass piano right here as well that goes bum 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 bum, because it lines up like perfectly with Jevil's dancing. It just feels so bouncy to me. Like this just feels like a carefree, crazy fight theme.
Yeah. And then because if you're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're gonna write this out, like I don't know if you would write all quarter notes, like the snare bass, snare bass, snare bass, snare bass. Because if you're writing quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note for the snare and bass, then it's 380.
Yeah.
If you're writing it in like 8th notes, then it would be 190. Then the snare bass, snare bass, snare bass, snare bass, snare bass.
I think it's 190 because that just seems more feasible to me. But yeah. And just the way everything builds up here at the end is just so cool. Like the strings coming in. Beautiful.
I really like the.
Yeah, like right here. No. Here it is. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
It's sort of like weaving in and out of everything.
Yeah, if you're also wearing headphones, it should go to the left ear, to the right ear, to the right ear.
Such a chaotic song. Exactly. It fits in those Nightmare Night motifs, and it fits in that Don't Forget to fit thematically, but the rest of it is just the song going crazy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Contained. The chaos cannot be contained.
The world revolving. And also the arena, the way that Toby did that as an optical illusion, really cool.
Yeah. Like how it looks like it spins, but it's actually just not even a 3D.
Alright. Do you want to go to the next song?
Yeah, we have the Friendship.
Friendship.
Which I don't really have too much to say about it.
Yeah, me neither.
It's just Don't Forget.
I do think this kind of could sound like Gaster's theme right there, but maybe
Kind of. But it's also like, again, with like the kind of what you use for bass lines. It's just kind of a common bass thing to do.
Yeah. Also, the fact that you can only hear this song if you spared everyone. Like, it's a choice you made to get the song. It's the one choice that mattered. And it, like, has Don't Forget being so prominent. It's so oddly unsettling. What are the implications? I love this part, too. Dun, dun. Like, the way it resolves... It goes to a... accidental there, but then resolves itself.
Yeah.
And then goes with you in the dark part. And there's also the part... Okay, I think it repeats here.
I like the lower
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, and the part... Yeah, that right there. I love that. And it builds up that, again, that suspense by cutting stuff out and then gets back into the beat.
Toby Fox don't need auto-tune.
The staccato here is so good. And the high pitched, yeah. This just feels like a happy ending theme.
Yep.
No.
And then this part's cool.
Again, that sounds like intentional Gaster scene to me, but I don't know. You in the dark.
But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Yeah, it's a nice theme. It may come back to bite us in the butt later, but for now, it's good.
Oh,
the holy.
This is such a nice theme.
Dude, so cool. The chorus here.
I have one thing to say about the holy at the beginning.
I have three.
You know, it goes like It's kind of like in Before the Story. There's like something that sounds like that as well.
Yeah, I believe that's in the soundtrack, so we'll get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that too. But it's like But yeah.
Yeah, the song sounds so ethereal, like legitimately. But I have three things. One, the holy itself, like the name of the song.
Yeah.
Deltarune has like a lot of religious connections, and even more so with Spamton. Like, it's something people kind of dropped in Chapter 2, which is really surprising because of how much Spamton mentions heaven. But in Chapter 1, especially with like Noelle being called Angel in Chapter 2, but then in Chapter 1, Noelle actually like worked on some of these like faceless dolls you can find in Rudy's room, and the church, and then just family being super religious, and then this fountain is called the Holy, and I think the legend even calls the holy fountains, or maybe it's the Dark Truth that calls them.
Yeah, the angel.
Yeah,
stuff.
the angel's heaven. It's like there's a lot of religious connotations in Deltarune, and the fact that the fountains are called the Holy is creepy.
Yeah.
Were you the one that mentioned it, or was it Trondor that mentioned how the bosses could actually be the fountains could actually be affecting Darkeners near it?
I don't think I was the one who mentioned that.
Okay, I'm gonna relay Trondor's. I think it was Trondor then. Relay Trondor's theory on this. They think the fountains actually are affecting Darkeners because the king, after meeting the king met the knight directly. The queen didn't. The king did, and after that he like took over everything, and then he like became super jaded and like unlike himself, I guess, taking over and fighting you guys. And it sort of plays into the fact that he thinks they were all abandoned, but their takeover was semi-recent.
Yeah.
But then with the queen, the cyber guys, the music guys, also mentioned that queen has been acting unlike herself lately. Like, she's been acting a lot more tyrannical. And then there's the fact that you use your soul to like close the fountain. Like, you actually put the soul out, but then you also use your soul to reach out to your friends during the two boss fights, the queen and king fights, and power them up. So they're thinking that the fountain is actually having some sort of connection that is changing the Darkeners, affecting them, and it's also what's powering you up. And the biggest thing, like, that allows you to do that power up in those final fights, and the biggest thing they mentioned is how it seems to be why Spamton Neil's fight in Snowgrave is so much harder. Because he's right in front of the fountain, and that's what allows him to pull off the blue light special.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Snowgrave Spamton fight is pretty crazy. I like all the just a random thing. It's like Toby's decision to put fights like in certain places is really cool. And like the place where you fight Spamton, like right in front of the fountain.
Yeah,
really
the fountain background is so cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It goes from an ethereal scene that you can only see once before you have to, like, as a cutscene form, to a legitimate, like, disco battle background.
Yeah.
But as for the actual music, I like the bells here, the sleigh bells, which again plays into that holy theme, especially with Noelle. Or I guess that's a tambourine actually, but then also here. It almost sounds like determination, like specifically the way it's used in Rude Buster. It also could sound like Nightmare Night theme though, I guess, but I don't know. It's interesting. But one thing that's a definitely like intentionally used, the actually wavering strings here, these right here.
Yeah.
These are used in the flashback excerpt, the one used in the Snowgrave scene with Noelle in the hospital.
Yeah, let's see.
When it comes in here, the strings that come in here. That follows exactly what the Holy does. And like the chorus. That's the exact same.
Yeah.
Which is really creepy. Like, why is Noelle being called an angel? What connections does she have to the Holy?
Yeah, true. Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know why I just did that. I was like,
All right.
Noelle is kind of spooky.
Spooky. 5 songs to go. Oh, 6 songs to go.
Yeah. What's this?
Your power. Yeah. I mean, that's just a cool "Don't Forget" riff.
With the epic guitar.
Epic guitar, yes. Like I think that's just epic, and it uses "Don't Forget" because it's like that main theme. I don't think there's much to analyze there. It's just cool.
Yeah. I was about to say Susie guitar.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Power.
It's interesting too, because normally... Oh, I just realized something.
What?
This plays both times... Susie's present for both times you see the fountain. But this doesn't play in Snowgrave.
Oh.
When you're the only one there and like Noelle's there, it just seals the fountain quietly. Oh, that's significant, isn't it? That was done on purpose.
Okay.
You know what? I'm making a comment on that right now. Screw it.
Yeah, do it.
I'll mute my...
Deltarune's plot is to banish the angels' heaven. Noelle is referred to as an... What could this mean? So, this means that you're gonna banish Noelle's heaven. We're gonna banish the dark world. I don't know. Oh, also, my phone is gonna die not soon, but it's at 14%. So, yeah, it's fine. No, you're good. You're good. Entertain chat. We finally made it. True. As a flashback meant to be girl next door. I realized I haven't been appreciating this song enough. Good. That's what these are for. Yeah, religious atheists when they play Deltarune. True. They're like, they turn religious. The silence ending in Spamton Sweepstakes is banishing Spamton. Oh. What's a sweepstakes? Hit with the flashbang when you see the fountain.
Alright, I'm back.
Susie lends you the guitar to play.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's really interesting, and it's called Your Power too. So what implications does that have?
Your power.
The soul's power.
Maybe.
The soul's power over others, but not over Susie. Interesting. Real beard scratcher there.
Sweepstakes. I am not a Deltarune. True.
Wait, you
lover.
haven't heard of the Spamton Sweepstakes?
Maybe, possibly not.
The whole entire thing that was going on last weekend for the anniversary.
Yikes! I was at college.
Okay, look at Toby's Twitter. Just look at Toby's Twitter after this.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we got 5 more songs. A town called Hometown. This song's so... I always found the song, the beginning of the song, creepy. But I don't know. It's grown on me.
I really like the whole song. Like...
Also, I love how, despite Asgore not really being the leader this time, it's still called Hometown in, like, honor of Asgore being bad at naming things.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the comment by Media Motifs in which I got... in which I, like, had a reality check.
Oof.
Oof. 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
And then the violin comes in.
Let's see what motives were there. Yeah, the beginning lining up with the circus and dial tone now, definitely feels like it's like the little portal that they're seeing through the shadow crystals into Hometown. I'm betting that's going to be a common theme with all the secret bosses.
Yeah, maybe.
I also love that don't forget bit here. It sort of just like repeats descending upon it, so I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just cool. Oh, and then the tambourines here.
Those sound more like sleigh bells, but
Yeah.
the tambourine, it doesn't matter like what we call it.
Yeah.
Like the sparkly things that play.
Oh. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's interesting because that ends on that, but the school goes bum boo da da doo.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, let me go back to the legend. Actually, that almost has a similar ending to the legend.
Da, 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 da.
Ooh da 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 doo da doo.
Da, 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 da.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Maybe he was mayor for a bit. Well, Arrow Rouse, I think it's like been confirmed that Asgore used to be the chief police officer. So.
Yeah, me. This is when I get a reality in the new home, in the Always Come Home. That's when I got the reality.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, wait, what the heck?
I also love this bit of Snowden Town right here, but I think you want to move on to You Can Always Come Home.
Yeah, it's fine. Like the Hometown song, I think I really like it because like it's just, I don't know. Don't really know why I like it that much. This one is very nice. Something I noticed about this song is that in Undertale, Home is like kind of the guitar kind of stutters a bit. It doesn't really play too on time. And this one is on time. It's actually, you can actually keep
yeah, it feels to me like I can't tell if it's supposed to feel like genuinely like a lot. Oh well, because here's the thing: in Undertale, it's almost like a false sense of security because in reality, Toriel wants to keep you here.
Yeah.
Whereas in this song, it's just genuinely home. This is home.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that the
And
original one is only Kara's home. It's where the kids used to live, but now this is where everyone live, or this is where you live.
I really like those guitar
Mhm.
to, from
And then the little blump here. Yeah, right there. A little gliss. Oh, is that what it's called? A gliss?
Oh, a gliss is when you have oh no, that's called a grace note.
Grace note? What was a gliss then? Oh, a gliss is when you go brrrrum.
Yeah, it's when you have
Yeah.
and then this is where I didn't realize that
The flute's playing Once Upon a Time here. Love that. It's so genuinely nice.
I literally was so rude in the comments, and I'm not gonna
Wait, really? Really? Wait.
Yeah, you should read what.
I want to find it.
What I said. I was like, "Are we playing the same game here?"
I love this first one. That so-called high-pitched melody is a set of orchestra bells / glockenspiel.
Yeah.
It's Once Upon a Time.
Really,
Then wait,
I don't get.
y'all don't even know what game you're playing in the movie.
And then I'm like, wait. Where was my brain moment?
No, I actually didn't know. Holy frick! I never noticed that. That's awesome. Don't worry, Jay. We all make mistakes.
That was my mistake. I was like, where are you hearing this? And I listened to the whole thing with like actual. I was like, oh my god, I need to know, where is this? And then I was like, my brain. What the heck?
And one more thing I wanted to look at. Like, I love how it leads from Once Upon a Time Part 1. And it's interesting how it's Part 1, because it's like, you know, the beginning. This is the safe space. This isn't moving forward, this is just your safe space. But also right here, this cowbell right here. Or, no, not cowbell, it's like the wooden block. I love that so much.
You know what I always thought that was?
What?
A conga. It might not be a conga, but I always thought it was a conga.
Just love that. It's such a warm song.
Yeah.
Oh. And now, don't forget.
Oh yeah.
Laura Shigihara, we love your voice.
Oh, my phone's at 10%, but it's fine. We're good.
It's fine. Damn, your phone loses battery fast.
It was 100% like when we started.
Jeez, man.
Might be because I'm like using data. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Don't forget it. I'm with you in the dark.
Amazing. I don't really know how to. I'm not lyrics. I'm kind of bad with lyrics.
Alright. I mean, this is pretty cryptic in itself, but like, light is running low, shadows start to grow. That means like dark worlds.
Yeah.
Places that you know seem like fantasy, well, dark worlds are sort of like a getaway fantasy sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, and then there's a light inside your soul. It's probably supposed to be the player.
Yeah.
But then that's still shining in the cold. So many people connected that to Snowgrave.
Oh my god, wait.
Which is kind of creepy when you consider Noelle and the angel stuff with her.
Shining in the cold. Oh god, wait. You're right. That's no great.
And then then I'm with you in the dark. Who is that supposed to be? Really creepy.
Okay.
And I think I made a comment on this. In Undertale, the main theme, like the actual Undertale theme song, was to bring out human emotion, and it did. The entire song, a real person is playing that guitar. A real person, capable of getting slightly off tempo. You can even hear like the little squeaks of the guitar strings. Not a computer program. But in Deltarune, the main theme, or at least whatever this is supposed to be, we get actual singing. Which is supposed to be like that bit of human. It's like this weird connection between the player and Chris.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Also, Laura Shigihara, do you know Plants vs. Zombies?
Yeah, I've heard. Didn't she make the Plants vs. Zombies soundtrack?
Yeah, and she also sang the song Zombies on Your Lawn. I didn't know that until like 2020.
Oh.
I was like, wait, she made both songs? Yo.
Oh.
No. Laura's voice is just genuinely beautiful. The fact that both Laura Shigihara and now Lena Raine, two just female composers that I love love their work, are now both working on Deltarune Chapter 2's soundtrack. I'm just like, mwah. Chef's kiss.
Amazing.
Laura Shigihara is the next secret boss.
Don't forget.
Next secret boss.
I'm with you in the dark.
Every single boss had voice lines.
Yeah. And you were talking about before the story. Let's move on to that one.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what it
Oh, I think I
sounds like
mentioned it.
roughly.
Yeah, I actually noticed that myself, I think. Got it right here.
Wait, where did you put it?
58.
Wait. Where's 58? We'll have to go through it. But,
Possibly the holy. It's when the flutes come in.
Yeah, that's where I think.
It's kind of funny how no one really realized that this was the theme for the PlayStation. Like, it was used for the menu theme for Undertale on the PlayStation. And, like, everyone knows
Yeah,
it from
no.
Deltarune, but it was used in PlayStation, so, like, it probably wasn't fully intended.
I knew it was played in the PlayStation, but I didn't know. I only knew that after, like,
Mhm.
Chapter 2 came out.
I knew it beforehand, and I thought, I was like, why does everyone think it's from Deltarune? Oh, wait, this is used in Deltarune.
And then this part?
Yep. Yeah, it sounds very similar. I'm not sure if it's intentional, especially since it came out before Deltarune, but it's interesting. Actually, wait. The little Buddha. Let's listen to it in the holy. Yeah, I don't think it changes at all in the holy. I don't know. Such a nice song, though. The Once
That's
Upon a
so
Time.
nice, yeah.
And again, it supports my whole Once Upon a Time theory, because it uses Once Upon a Time Part 1, and it's literally called Before
It's called
the Store.
Before the Store. Yeah. True.
Yeah. And I think people also
Yeah.
noticed that this piano at the start could be Premonition. Which I guess is kind of fitting with the name, but I don't know. Seems just kind of like chords.
That
to
does
me.
sound like it. It does sound.
It's iffy for me.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
And finally,
Deltarune.
dog check. This is the
Deltarune.
Room of Dog theme. This is like the if you failed something and you got dog checked.
Wow.
You get Sleeping
You
Toby
got
in
vibe
this.
checked. You got dot.
This song has no good reason to sound this good.
This is actually slaps. It swings
Yeah.
so hard.
It's literally just a jazz song that like swings between different melodies. It's so cool. Boom, boom, boom.
And this walking bass. Doom,
Yes,
doom,
I know.
doom, 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 doom.
But then you hear Once Upon a Time, Part 2.
Yep.
Just
then
so
Don't Forget.
smooth right into Don't Forget. Unless I think the Once Upon a Time Part 2 could be like tongue-in-cheek. Oh no, my game is broken. Because of the tragedy.
Wait, where's Once Upon a Time Part 1? Is that what
Part 2.
I thought I read that in the comments, but
I don't think it's part 1. I had part... Oh, possibly Once Upon a Time part 1?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's it. But yeah, Sleeping Toby. But yeah, that's Deltarune Chapter 1. Anything else to say, or...?
Right. People have been wanting to use this room that I'm in.
People have been wanting to what?
Use the room that I'm in.
Oh,
That's why I've been
yeah.
mad. Sometimes I mute and I'm like, okay, I'm almost done.
But yeah,
But my phone's almost dead. And
yeah,
everything,
you gotta
so
get going. But yeah, Deltarune Chapter 1.
that was it.
Yeah, a soundtrack of 40 songs for just one chapter.
Yeah.
There's so many different dynamics that Toby does with it. Like, so much new stuff that Toby did. I don't think he quite branched out as much when he did Chapter 2. But to be fair, he made quite a few bops. But just Chapter 1 just has so much that it tries and excels in.
Yeah. Like, you have just the creep factor at the beginning. Like, how he makes it so, and and how you said, like, the creepiness of the door, but then the bells, like, draw you in, how he managed to get that in music. Then he managed to get, like, some new styles as well, like with the Rude Buster and the whole orchestra too.
Yeah,
with Scarlet Forest, and he also does some like EDM stuff with Field of Hopes and Dreams. Just tries all sorts of new stuff, and it's so cool to see.
And even the world revolving. Even the world revolving sounds like something so different than what Toby usually does. Like the mostly using the ocarina or pan flute or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just going crazy.
Yeah. It's great.
But yeah. Alright, you gotta get going. We're good for tomorrow then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm good.
It's gonna be longer tomorrow.